Or is one of us doing the intro?
We're fading in right now. I'll have one of you guys do the intro. Oh my God, Miu, I can't believe it.
Sure.
You've turned into a
Oh,
box.
I'm a black screen.
You've turned into...
Oh my
Oh God, no. Oh God, a
Oh no, I can't believe this.
disaster.
Is your thing still running?
Hello everyone. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, why don't you go ahead, oh mysterious black box, and give us
Oh my God.
give us the
Black box,
rundown.
I shall speak. Hello everyone. Welcome to the PizzaCast, where oh my God, please help us. We're all dying. My name is Sugimoto Miyu. I am not the host for today, but Wim, why don't you introduce yourself?
Well, I don't know if I need introduction because this is my channel. I will be your host
Well,
for
introduce
this
yourself anyways.
evening. Yeah, honestly, just send me a picture and we'll roll with that. I am your host, Ep10 Wim, and I will also be the only moving thing on this screen for the stream.
Yeah.
Miu, we're gonna.
Hold on, no,
Why
I'll
a
send you.
black box?
What are you gonna send me like a reaction?
I don't know. VC face start. No, I can just send you. What the heck? Where's my VC face camera?
Oh my
This
goodness.
is actually the most scuffed pizza cast I've ever
Did I not
seen in
turn
my
on-
life.
Really? You haven't had anything more scuffed than this? You've definitely had
No.
black box moments before, I'm sure.
No.
Yeah, but not like right off the bat.
I don't
Jesus
know.
Christ.
Yeah, like maybe in setup or something.
Is it
See.
Oh my God, there's a giant soda.
Yeah, I'm putting
Really?
that- I'm
Why
putting-
is my
putting the soda in there.
VC face not loading?
Oh my God, Miu's a box. I'm just a
Share.
phone. Our burb is some
For your
dude.
camera. VC face. Allow. Video share. VC camera. Why is my VC camera not moving?
Damn, this is very
Oh, God.
impromptu.
Oh.
Cans aren't even the same size.
Oh God.
God, what's happening?
There we go.
Oh God,
I
a disaster.
can't
Hold on, let me
even,
try and reload
You know,
this
I'm gonna have
website.
one of those little tiny micro cans of Coke.
Okay.
The micro cans.
Yeah.
Why is my can so big? I don't even like
can't
Tuck just pepper that much.
Make it a little smaller then. To
I
go with
can't
it's
even,
because
like,
you
reach
have
for
like
anything.
Texan
Okay.
Texan pizza toast and everything's bigger than Texas.
Texan toast.
Let's see. Okay, here, Wim, try.
Try what? A new
This.
one? Okay.
It was working earlier, was it not?
It was.
I think I just sent in collabs.
It was.
Strange
Let
how
me
that
fix
happens.
that real quick.
It do be
New
like that
avatar.
sometimes.
Properties. Done. There we go. All right, you're a little stiff
we're
there.
in?
You're
I'm a
in.
little stiff.
You're in, but you're a
I'm
little
in.
bit stiff.
Wait, oh. Oh wait, it's working.
Am I moving now?
I think.
Yeah,
Look at
yeah.
this.
I think you're fine now.
Yeah. Okay, we're
Real quick
winning.
check. Do I have the room for this? You know what? That's totally
It's
fine.
Dude,
I
a
mean-
little bit. You're like, it's like it was like touching our shoulders a little.
It's
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like a personal space bubble.
Exactly. It's great. All right. Well,
It's like you're on the bus and like
we have
wearing-
7 people watching. That's crazy. Yo, what's up, Phantom? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream.
Holy shit!
Yeah. So this is gonna be a little bit
Holy
scuffed.
shit! Oh God, disaster.
Yeah, welcome to Scuffcast.
But
This is a little
let's see.
different than what we're used to, but that's okay.
Yeah. Oh, this is exciting. It's my
Oh
first
my
time on the PizzaCast. I
God.
never imagined I'd be on the
Um,
PizzaCast, and
yeah.
especially not like this.
Hi, Manny. Yeah,
we
it is.
did. we
Oh
did
God,
kind
am
of
I
guess
buffering?
at a
Am I
point.
like
no?
chopped?
Are you?
I think you're
in a
probably
while.
fine.
Like my model?
Yeah, it freezes every now and then.
Oh fuck.
You look a
I
little
mean-
stiff there. That's fine.
Honestly,
Yeah, what's up, Manny?
what's new, right?
Shit. This is not good.
It's not like anything
Hello.
changed.
It's
Yeah, I mean, at least I'm moving a little bit.
Oh my goodness. All right. Well, for those of you who
Better
don't
than
know,
cardboard cutout over there.
yeah, oh yeah, Jupiter's looking real stiff. Yeah.
Real stiff.
Forget me being a stand-in. Jupiter's the one who's the actual stand-in here.
You
You
gotta-
didn't even
you
react
loosen
to
up a little bit, you know?
PNG.
You could have just tossed me a link. Just saying.
Dude, how am I gonna toss you a link? I'm on a phone.
That is a good
Oh
point.
no, Jupiter's stuck on a cell phone. She's stuck in a cell phone.
Yeah,
Help
no,
her.
you're stuck in the
Help
Game and Watch
me.
zone, in the flat man zone, flat zone, whatever it is. All right. For those of
Yeah.
you who don't know what
Yeah.
the PizzaCast is,
Lots.
it is a it's a podcast with pizza, hence the name PizzaCast. And you know, normally normally Otori Kaguro, my buddy Kaguro, runs the deal, even when he's not hosting, which is kind of funny.
He don't run anything.
I think he tries a lot of the conversation.
Huh? Is that what he says?
He
tells you that he runs the
That's
deal?
what he says in private. He's like, yeah, I run the whole thing.
Of PizzaCast is basically me throwing words at him, and then he'll talk about it for like an hour.
Yeah. Honestly, you know what? That's fair. That's
So
accurate.
I don't have to do anything.
And then I like try.
Yeah.
You try and not.
I'm in every
fall
few minutes. I'm
asleep.
like, oh yeah, I'm still here. Yeah. Yeah.
You cut out super hard there. You're like, I try and. So yeah, so we just talk about things.
No disaster. No, my stupid Wi-Fi. Okay.
I mean, this is like the same Mew, but sometimes you get to be smooth now.
It's the same Mew. It's just I can move a little bit. I have more range. Yeah. Sometimes I'm a little smooth. Other times I'm just kind of like
Yeah. All right. Well, I did not prepare an extensive
folks,
list of
who wants
topics.
to start us off?
Shikuma, welcome to the stream. Glad you could make it.
You don't need an extensive list.
I have two things we could talk about. I figured that since we have,
as long as like we can like branch off of one topic. Then
oh
we're
yeah,
good.
yeah.
Oh.
So well,
Let's
I
do
picked
it.
some things that are kind of my forte. I hope you don't mind.
Oh god, just do it.
So because we have food in front of us.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, what's up, Monacan?
Uh-huh.
No, this is not my harem. I don't have a harem, and I don't have no intention of having a harem.
Wow. Oh god, Phantom. I think Phantom beat you to it.
Talking about cafeteria. You know what? Phantom actually read my mind. I was gonna eventually get into that. So I was gonna say we talk about food, more specifically pizza. But before we segue into talks about pizza, I think just more generally, meal plans. So, as in like, you know, you could talk about like actual, like self-created meal plans that you follow for nutrition things. That is my forte. Or we could talk about. I was thinking we talk about school food, because I'm very hungry, and it would segue nicely into
Is that
other
a
topics.
good idea?
I'm down for that.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, I have gone through human college, and human high school, and surprisingly enough, I managed to pass by in human primary school. We don't talk about that. So, so I've gotten to experience sort of the full gamut of gamut, the full range of school food offerings. But what about you two? Anything interesting from your primary or high school days or college, if applicable?
See, the problem is I don't remember.
I mean, I can tell you what I used to get for lunch every day in like high school. Oh no, it was a blur. It just didn't happen.
It was a blur. I don't remember what the heck I ate.
My school lunch, I think it was like, what would I always get for lunch every day? I would get a Jamaican patty. Probably like two, and it would be the spicy ones. A muffin and then chocolate milk.
Hold on,
Chalky milk.
a Jamaican patty?
Yeah, what's a Jamaican patty?
Yeah, you have to start there.
Yeah, Jamaican beef patty. Those are super good.
Is that
A Jamaican
like
beef
burger?
patty? Okay, so
I'm getting a. Is it like fried?
no,
in
it's like a little
it's like a filling,
pastry.
Right? Yeah.
Have you
okay.
seen an empanada? No.
Yeah. I ate
It's not
empanadas
fried.
like the other week. Like last week, I ordered empanadas.
Yeah. Remember we were talking about that? Think of that, but longer, and it's yellow. Yeah.
All right, 1 second. I'm getting a
Yeah, we had,
reference.
A little what is it called? A canteen is what I think we called it. A little canteen you could order. You get like actual like good food.
You're cutting out
like the
hard
lunch lady
on
there
my
was always
end.
so kind. Oh, am I? Fuck.
All right, this is a.
That's a Jamaican patty there.
That looks pretty delicious, honestly.
It's real good and like
yeah.
super good. And you eat them, but sometimes you can eat them between a sweet bun, like bread. It's super yummy. Yeah, that's what I would get two of those for
that's
lunch.
high school. How much you pay for that? Like how big are those?
Hold on.
Wow.
They're about. Where's my ruler?
Welcome to the stream, Narna. I saw you. I didn't want to interrupt you.
Probably the same size as your hand, as my.
Like the palm of your hand or like your full hand? That's a big difference.
Probably palm of your hand plus a few Link's knuckles. of your.
Dang, they actually fed you real food at your high school. That's crazy.
It's actually kind of
Yeah,
impressive.
they fed us real food. We had options. Like you can get like pizza, or you can get like a poutine, or you can get like noodles
Oh, yeah,
sometimes.
in my
like stir
high
fry.
school.
Yeah, okay, because the lady,
We just
the
had
Asian,
stupid
the
stuff.
lady at the lunch counter was Asian, so she would cook up good food. Like, so we were lucky. Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that
No.
implication.
I mean, okay.
What do you mean?
Can't tell
I-
me
I-
that
What are you
I would
trying to
trust her
say
with my
here?
life.
Hold
Okay,
on.
I'm literally. Whatever.
you cannot tell me there's a high school. There's probably like one high school.
You
in
know what I
America that
meant.
would
You know
cook
what I
real
mean.
Food or something.
Oh,
Everyone else gets the scraps.
What's going on?
We get the messed up like microwave.
Where's the
tater
bird?
tots
Don't
or
worry
whatever.
about it. Don't worry about it. He's right here. The bird is
Yeah,
right
this
here.
the bird
Yeah,
is right
the
here.
bird
looking
is right
at him. You can see him.
here. Yeah, you're looking at him. Yeah. So, yeah, say something, Kagero.
Oh my god.
Is this where I'm supposed to?
Horrible.
Is this
Oh,
where I'm
God.
supposed to pretend I'm a Kagero?
Yeah.
Yeah, give us your best Kagero impression.
So, anyways, we were talking about character designs for Hololive for the second time, and no, I'm kidding. Those are good fun. Oh, let's see. There needs to be a school food cookbook. You know what? Funny thing is, there actually is. And I'll be sharing it briefly. But I think Jupiter, you were saying something about your school lunches.
Isn't the school food cookbook just like you go to the microwave section at Walmart?
You would think so, but there is like actual recipes. Like they do actually prepare
Is
this
there
stuff in bulk.
actually?
Yeah. Hold on. Channel graphics, objects, PizzaCast, pizza crust. So what I am going to, so first of all, I want to mention that that Narnar mentioned school cafeteria pizza, which I'm sure we all have fond memories of, despite the fact that it was horrific, like horrifically unhealthy. But you know, if you're a kid, you don't care. But there's like actual groups, like Facebook groups and stuff, and like probably subreddits as well, dedicated to trying to figure out how to get their hands onto this school cafeteria pizza, because they don't make it that way anymore. Due to like, well, at least in the US, because of the new presidential like list of restrictions and regulations on what, like, your school food has to be healthier. So they took away the pizza and they gave you like a crappy wilted salad or something. Let's see. How can you sit on your chair with that circly thing on your back? So that is a fantastic question. Funny fact, it doesn't look like it because of the way it's stylized, but the cyan bits between the 4 segments, they're not actually solid. They're just sort of energy fields or beams. And so these 4 pieces can actually move around independently. They don't even have to stay in a circle. In fact, when I boarded a flight to Las Vegas near the end of last year, you know, I could bring my ring with me, right? But how the hell am I supposed to fit this onto a plane, right? That'd be impossible. Fortunately, it comes with built-in cloaking tech, so I just cloak it and then float the pieces individually above my head, and then kind of keep an eye on them and maneuver them so nobody bumps into them when they're boarding the plane. So the bottom segment is actually floating up a bit. It's kind of resting in the small of my back. Yeah, fun fact. What are they even for? It's got a lot of features.
Wow.
It's got a built-in. It's got shields. It's got cloaking.
Very cool.
It has a built-in food reheater. It's very useful. Yeah, it has a defibrillator function. Yeah. Let's see.
So how did you go to Vegas during Corona and come back alive? Is my question.
how'd you manage that?
I'm an alien. You think your diseases affect me? You filthy little
I guess that's
monkeys?
true.
Of course not.
You kind
Wow.
There's no. I'm not catching any
honestly.
cross-species disease from you hairless
I look like
monkeys.
what?
Okay,
Do I?
We there were some boys. Didn't Corona start from some sort of small creature?
It
What
started
was the
from
creature?
people eating. Yeah.
Well, there's like a
bat.
lot of speculation. Some people are saying it was bats. Some people are saying it was like a pangolin, which would be really funny for a variety of
What-
reasons. I'm not gonna go into detail on that one. But yeah, no, I mean you can get cross-species disease transmission sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah, Andrew has a good question. Are cat girls actually human? Could you catch COVID?
I'm a monster.
Mia?
I'm a monster girl, technically.
I feel
Hold
like-
on a second.
well,
Oh, wait a minute. I have to stop you right there. I think it's a bit of a stretch to call you know,
Hold on.
Kimono Mimi to be a monster girl. I think that's completely separate. And as the 5% anime man, I will fight you on this.
Was it dogs or cats that could catch human diseases? I don't.
I
None of them
think
can.
some. I think dogs can catch some of them. Oh my God, Mia, are
Oh
you
god.
okay? Leaning on my
God,
shoulder. Hold
she's
on, I've got to move her away.
dying. Oh my god.
Oh my God. All right. We'll,
Somebody help.
she's. Mia, wake up! It's just a nightmare.
She's dying.
Oh my God, she's having a seizure.
Oh my god.
All right, we'll hide that.
She's
Bring
dead.
shame on the family. We'll hide her behind the pizza. So, so anyways, yeah, Naruna is literally a black hole. Naruna's the same boat as me. Not the black hole bit, but the not catching corona bit. Yeah. What were we talking about again? Food. Talking about food.
Those did you guys have, was your cafeteria pizza the one in those strange little containers? I don't even know how to describe them. Like they're like little. I
No, they were
almost
just
wanna
on like
say
they
they're,
were on like
paper.
sheets.
Oh really?
Yeah, it was
We
like a
had
big
some
sheet,
sort
like a
of-
big baking sheet of pizza, and they cut it into rectangles.
Really?
Yeah.
What? We had some sort of strange paper like bowl thing with a pattern on it, but it wasn't a bowl, it was a
Hello?
rectangle. And the
Hello.
pizza is inside it.
Hello? Sorry, my dad came into my room.
Oof. Yeah,
He
hold,
came into my room. Oh god.
I've never heard of anything like what you're talking about, Jupiter.
Really?
Yeah,
Well, I can't even try to look it up because I'm a phone.
that is true.
Wait, what's happening? What did I miss?
So apparently,
Well-
Jupiter, say it again, because it sounds ridiculous.
So, does it really?
Yeah.
Our cafeteria pizza was in this strange
Wait,
little
it literally-
paper bowl. But it wasn't a bowl, it was a rectangle. The rectangle, and it had like a cute little like pattern on the bowl. And it had a plastic on top, and you peel the plastic off, and your pizza is in there.
That is so bizarre. I would never, I would
can't-
never
I
trust
can't do
pizza that
this.
you have to
Guys,
peel
I can't
plastic
do
off
this.
of.
I'm literally buffering so much. I can
You
All right,
know?
Miyu, if you
barely tell what you guys are talking about.
Miyu, just shoot me a PNG and we'll replace you.
No, hold on. Let me switch to my phone.
Oh my god, now we're stuck on a phone.
I can probably still use VC Face, but I just can't understand what you guys are talking about. Hold on.
Horrible.
Hello?
All right, I can hear you.
Okay. All right.
Mike's a little bit. Mike is noticeably phone quality now, but it's fine.
Okay. All
Well,
right.
this wasn't in high school though. This was elementary.
But even in elementary, I don't remember that being a thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, did you have elementary pizza?
Yeah, it's just a
Really?
rectangle
what
pizza.
Was yours? Really? It's just
Yeah, it's
what
just
are
on a
they,
baking sheet,
on
like
plate?
a normal pizza should
You
be.
guys didn't order like because what
Dang.
we did for elementary school is we had we would do like the little sign sheet. You would order a pizza slice, and then it would come in like takeout. Like they would order a pizza in.
What?
Yeah, so we would actually get like a name, like a brand name pizza, like Panago pizza or Pizza Pizza.
Did you just call it
I mean,
Caesar's
in-
pizza?
No,
Or is that a different thing? Because that's
it's a Canadian pizza.
What?
It's a Canadian pizza place.
But that's the slogan
Pizza,
for Little
pizza.
Caesars. Pizza.
Okay, we
that
didn't
thing.
get Little Caesars. We got either Panago pizza or Pizza Pizza because it's
Alright.
cheap.
Bowl pizza. Yeah, we got some
Bowl
pizza.
pizza.
It
Oh.
was delicious though. But I mean, in elementary school, did they feed you guys like in bulk? Like, was it just like a bunch of? Was it just a bunch of bulk food that you grabbed?
Well, no, you'd pick out like things like, and they're in like serving sizes. Yeah.
Mm,
Well, we
yeah, that's what it was
we
like in
had
high
like
school.
two choices, right? So you'd get like, you'd either pick the pizza or something, or like a burrito thing, and then you'd get like an apple, and then you'd get like a juice or a milk.
Ooh, milk always.
Oh, of course.
No, I didn't
The
do no
Chucky milk.
milk. I got the juice.
Yeah, don't worry, no, I'm gonna blow it up in a second. I'm just putting it here for safekeeping. Oh. Yeah.
There
I'm
it is.
dead.
Speaking of recipes, actually, I'll just zoom it back out.
What
This
are
is
those?
the official recipe for school cafeteria pizza. So you got to make.
Is
There's a
that the
recipe for the
official
crust.
recipe?
Yeah, it's like the official recipe.
Hmm.
It's actually incredibly simple. Here, hold on. Let me pull this up so I can see it. So for the pizza crust, you just get a bit of dry yeast. I mean, this is stuff that like I legitimately have all these ingredients in my house. Except for, instead of cornmeal, I probably have cornstarch, which should work just as well. Yeah, it's just flour, water, oil, salt, sugar, and you see the sugar in there. Dry yeast.
But you're not gonna make that much, are you?
Well, so if you look at the serving size, that's for 100 servings. So I figure I'd probably just scale it down.
You're gonna have to do some math.
Well, so what I found is the yield is 100 servings, but more functionally that's 5 sheet pans. Can you get a link? You can. Here, hold on. I'll grab the link.
Now I'm not even sure, like, if I'll enjoy this pizza, because apparently my school pizza was not the same as everyone else's.
Here we go. There's the link to archive.org, the Internet Archive, where it has the school recipes and stuff. It's 320 pages of school recipes. There's chicken or turkey a la king. It's a dish. Never heard of that. I didn't serve that.
A la king. Crazy.
But yeah, so you just make the dough. Let it like knead it like on a dough hook or whatever, and sort of let it sit, and then you just put it on a sheet pan with like you know how it's got like a bit of like flour on the bottom or cornmeal on the bottom like of the pizza. Yeah, that you just put some oil and then some cornmeal on the pan so it comes off nice. Yeah, so that's the crust, and then let me go ahead and get rid of that pizza recipe. Again, this is it's so simple. You've got...
They even, like, obtain this recipe. They're just making stuff up.
Well, no, I posted the official link. It's like archived and everything. But yeah, so dehydrated onions or fresh onions chopped. I think that it'd be interesting to try both. Because I do have a food dehydrator. So what I'm thinking is I've been thinking that maybe sometime next week, because I'm on vacation all next week. I'm taking PTO, and Monday's a holiday. So I was thinking that during the day I might actually like do a stream where I just cook school cafeteria pizza.
Really?
Like live, yeah. So I think that I'll do like 1/2 dehydrated onions, 1/2 fresh onions, and then garlic powder, pepper, tomato paste, water, and then flaked basil, oregano, thyme. I don't have marjoram. Marjoram?
I've never even heard of that.
I've heard of it, but I've never seen it. I've never actually seen it in person. I don't think it
never heard
exists.
that.
I think it's a government conspiracy. It's just it's a fake herb. It's a fake
The
seasoning.
heck is marjoram, man?
Sounds like something. It sounds like something you'd pull out of the ground at Hogwarts, and it just shrieks at you. It's a fucking mandrake. No, I'm not making 5 pans. I don't have an oven that big.
100 servings.
I don't have an oven
You
that
have to
big.
cook it all at
I
the
could
same
fit
time.
3 sheet pans most in that oven.
Man.
And then what am I gonna do
Just
with
bake them at a time then. A few at a time.
I could, but I host like a charity event or something and just just hand out pizza outside the local supermarket. I don't think they'd like that though. Me selling
Probably
food
not.
right outside the grocery store.
Well, you're not really selling it.
Yeah, or
Unless
just
you are.
giving it away. That's even worse. It's cutting into their profits. But yeah, alright, I'll get rid of this. But yeah, do I not have tracking? Oh, there we go.
Oh.
But yeah, so I thought that was
Send
super
it to every
interesting.
VTuber.
That it actually
It is-
there's actually a recipe for it.
I mean, I guess it has to be made somehow.
I mean,
Like,
well,
someone has to craft this pizza.
true, but you would assume that it would just be done in a factory and then like frozen and reheated. But apparently
I'm sure,
they
like,
actually do
that's
it in
what
the cafeteria.
happened. I do not think my elementary school made anything.
You know what? I wonder if they might have made the dough in it. Well, no, but if they made the dough in advance and then refrigerated it, it would kill the yeast, right?
No. The yeast keeps going. Because we've made pizza dough and you stick it in the fridge for a while and the yeast keeps on going.
You know what? I'm thinking. You know what? I'm thinking brewing instead of dough. If you try and do like for example, if you try and brew. Have I told you guys about Vass? KVASS,
No.
the drink that I brew in my closet.
Excuse me.
You what?
Yeah.
What the heck did you just say to me?
I'm gonna need some water.
Oh god. Oh god, we're gonna hear him drink now.
Is that actually how you drink? That's very
Yeah, it's
intense.
fucking
Yeah, I
crazy.
got a whole
You hear all
gallon
the
of
fluids
water.
going down his throat. It's horrible.
And yeah, I have a closet brew. It is a recipe that I got from Boris. I don't know if you guys know that channel.
Boris.
Yeah, Life of Boris, I think.
Sounds like a trustworthy man to
Yeah,
me.
he's the Slav king. He's great. Oh, he's a blast. His videos are always great. But yeah. So it's a simple recipe for making Russian kvass, which is a lightly alcoholic. In Russia, you consider it a soft drink, probably. You know, it's got like maybe anywhere from like 1% to 2% or 2.5% alcohol. Like kids can drink that stuff in Russia.
And it's just in your closet.
Yeah, probably that one. Yeah. It's the drink made with bread. Yeah. So essentially, the way it works is you take a pot of water and you boil it, and you take a couple pieces of like a dark rye bread. You want something with a lot of maltose in it. And you toast the hell out of it. You just toss it in like a little toaster, and it should come out like almost black, like just like super toasted. And you just toss it into the pot of water, your toasted bread into the water. You throw in some raisins, some lemon, like lemon slices, and I think that's it for the beginning. And then you just let it. You take it off the heat.
Horrible.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Get raisins.
You take it off the heat.
Sorry.
Once you toss the stuff in, and you just let it sit there for like 2 hours. And it just
Yeah,
makes.
you know what I really want with my raisins? A really disgusting black toasted bread.
Yeah, and it
Ooh,
gets all
delicious.
soggy too. Yeah, it's
Ooh, yummy.
soggy burnt bread toast.
Ugh,
Uh,
gross.
uh,
And then
With
there's
raisins.
raisins in there. That sounds horrible. And you drink that?
Well, no. So
terrible.
after you've sort of made a sort of a bread and raisin tea, with this soaking, you remove all that gross stuff, right? And you sort of strain it, and you add in more raisins,
Ugh.
some sugar, and some yeast. I think that's it. I don't think I'm forgetting a step here. And then you kind of mix it up gently. Obviously you warm the yeast up and stuff so that it begins fermenting. And then you just put it into a couple of hermetically sealed jars, like the ones with the rubber seal, it like clasps the thing down so it's airtight. And then you just put it in a warm place, like your closet, for like 2 to 3 days, and it just ferments. And it
It
gets
sounds
alcohol.
like some crazy drunk man made this recipe.
Well,
That's what it
Probably.
sounds like.
well, I mean, a crazy drunk man would just make moonshine because this stuff is very lightly alcoholic. It's not actually going to get you messed up.
I see.
But yeah,
It's just such a weird combination of items.
so hear me out. It actually tastes really good. I'm quite fond of it.
Oh god.
Um,
Oh god. I zoomed in by accident. Sorry.
Uh,
Whoa.
It's kind of like a cider, but with like a rye flavor to it, which is like actually really nice, and like a bit like hints of like the raisin and a bit of a lemon in there, and it has like a bit of a sour bite, but in a good way. And so if you drink it chilled, it's like chill with a little bit of a sour bite. It's very refreshing. I'd highly recommend it. And again, like anybody can make this stuff. It's super easy.
I guess it's kind of like raisin bread, but it's liquid.
Yeah, but it's not sweet. I would not say it's
It's
sweet.
not
No,
sweet.
it's very much like it's very much a sour drink, but not sour as in like, oh, this has gone sour, ew. Like it just the flavor.
Right.
The flavor.
No, if you want like a
I don't know
dessert
how
beer,
I
you get
feel
mead
about-
or
I mean,
butterbeer.
I don't consume any alcohol.
I do. I just stick with soju nowadays, or White Claw. I had White Claw recently. That was
Yo,
very
what's up,
interesting.
Croatius? Yeah, me is having pizza toast.
Yeah, delicious pizza toast.
honestly-
I don't have money for pizza. Okay, I have to work with what I can.
Yeah, Mom, you had a point. So
But yeah.
maybe cider's not the best way to describe it. I wouldn't call it like a beer though, because it's not like hoppy at all. cider is the closest I can get. It's kind of it's a unique taste. And you could certainly consider it acquired, but I would consider it to be less of an acquired taste than like beer is. Beer is like a hella acquired taste. Like that stuff's disgusting until you get used to it.
Yeah.
We've gone so far off track. We were talking.
Well,
Well,
you
we
can
were
never
talking
really
about
go off
pizza or
track
something,
on
right?
PizzaCast.
Yeah, we were talking about pizza. Now we're
PizzaCast.
talking about closet brewing Russian soft drinks. It's great.
Oh god.
Wait, so what makes a man of the health consume the alcohols?
So a touch of alcohol is actually proven to have a bit of health benefits. You know, like the
Is it?
whole thing, like a bit of red wine. Didn't they
Oh, yeah,
they
I've
do
heard
like
that.
studies
I've
on,
heard
on like how it helps with make it so you don't lose your marbles as you get older quite as
heard
quickly.
Wine in particular, like a glass of wine a day is supposed to be good for you or something.
I think a glass of wine a day is a bit much.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I don't know about other alcohols though. I'm not sure those ones count.
no, a glass of red wine a day is the true housewives diet.
Yes.
No, you know what? Because it would be a bottle. It's having met quite a few housewives, I would say it's probably closer to a bottle than a glass. But anyways, yeah. So what makes somebody like me, who's very much somebody who I was talking about it with Kagero earlier, funnily enough, and there was a point where I actually constructed, like I went to like the FDA and USDA like official sites for nutritional information for like,
Yeah.
you know, like serving sizes, like down to the gram of food and grams of like you know, macronutrients, and I constructed like what I considered to be the perfect meal plan for for myself to put on muscle and whatnot. It's like there's like 2,500 calories because I'm a slim dude, so I don't actually need
Right.
that much to build weight, to build muscle without putting on extra fat. And it was like, let's see if I can try to remember it. It was in the morning, like I'd roll out of bed and I'd have like my lunch pre-made, including my breakfast. And so I just grab my lunchbox and go, and I get to work and I have like a helping of like oats with peanut butter and then like an apple.
Yeah.
And so I'd eat that. That would be my breakfast. And then lunch would be just chicken breast, brown rice, and steamed broccoli. You know, and usually I just go like soy sauce, and like I do like a soy sauce, crushed red pepper flake, or not crushed, red pepper flake marinade. Maybe with a bit of mirin in there if I had any. What's it's not fish sauce.
Oyster sauce?
Oyster sauce. Yeah. So just marinate that in there, and then just make like a stir fry, but just chicken in a big block. Yeah.
Mm.
And then I'd have like a snack. Like I'd have like just some kind of snack, like a few hundred calories or whatever, for between lunch and dinner. And get home, work out, and then after dinner I'd have like a mass gainer shake. So like banana, peanut butter, Greek yogurt, more oats, blueberries. I think I'd put in like some chia seeds if I had any, you know, just and milk. So just like a big shake, and then I'd have like a protein.
Man,
Just a
you
protein
love
powder.
your oats, don't you?
Oats are oats. I crave them. But yeah, and so I got like 130 plus grams of protein and 2,500 calories, and and then like I'd have like an extra little snack. Like I'd make like half a Costco pizza or something, just for the calories. Yeah, and it was just perfect. And then I lost it because I made the Excel sheet during work whenever I wasn't busy,
Yeah.
and it was only on my work computer, which died end of last year.
No.
Couldn't recover anything.
No.
So it's all just in my head now.
No.
I can't
That's so
believe
sad.
this. I mean, you didn't like. How long did you have it?
I mean, trying to think. You guys have seen the picture, right? Like my one vanity selfie, but with no face.
Maybe.
No.
The one that gets posted pretty often. It's floating around.
Oh, is it the one that
The ab
with
one.
With the, Oh, I see.
Yeah.
No,
So
yes, I have.
that point was probably, I want to say March, sometime in March of last year, and I didn't start until like November-ish. So between November and March, I think I went from like Skelly Boy to that. So it was pretty good progress. So
Skelly
I can vouch
boy.
I can vouch for the effectiveness
Skelly boy.
of my regimen.
Mm.
But yeah, so
I mean,
somebody
you didn't like have it memorized in your brain by the time you lost it, to where you could just read
No,
it?
I mean I did, but
Oh, okay.
I forgot a bit of it, and then
Oh.
like the exact measurements are lost. I could
It's
finagle it, but
agony.
I'd wanna try and recreate it so I get it like super precise again. But yeah, so I mean, but even a guy like me who does that will still partake in the alcohol, in the alky, because
alky.
you know a little bit here and there. I mean, we like to joke, and I have the beer mug in my hand, but I actually don't drink that often. I have a lot of alcohol, but it rarely gets consumed. Because generally speaking, there's no benefit to it. You can argue there's some health benefits, like Gracious has said in chat. But overall, like if you're like on an actual strict workout regimen, alcohol doesn't really have a place. So actually during that period, I barely drank at all, just because I didn't have any like desire to. I also lost my taste for sweets. I only ate sweets because it would give me extra calories. I saw it as fuel and not as in like a pleasure thing.
Right.
So yeah. It was interesting. Honestly the entire like physical and mental state during that period was just I felt so fresh, dude. It was amazing. But yeah, so I mean there's nothing wrong with a bit of alcohol. It's just, it's sort of wasted calories, and it'll cause a bit of protein synthesis inhibition, so you won't build muscle quite as effectively if you're drinking after your workout. Yo, what's up, Taicho? Welcome to the stream.
Sounds
Glad you could make it.
horrible.
Oh.
Yeah, but it's not a huge deal unless you're like binging,
Alcohol bad.
Alcohol is okay.
Throw it in the garbo.
No.
Well, hold on, so
Throw it in the garbo.
we have to ask then, Judah, have you ever had alcohol ever?
I have never in my life
Never had a drink in your life.
never touched it.
So you're sitting
yeah,
here,
listen.
alcohol bad, but you've
Alcohol
never had
bad.
alcohol.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can
Well,
agree
'cause
with
I
that
was
that
never,
methodology.
like,
Is it?
I
Hold
was
on,
just
let me.
I've never had to like
let me
touch
plug
the
my foot.
stove to realize it burns, right? Someone just told me it did, and then other people got burned, so I was like, why the heck would I do it, right?
I'm just chilling my
Like
channel.
I don't
mind me.
have to like I just take people's word for it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gracious. This was super scuffed. I'll put the channels into the chat. But I just literally typed up a one sentence description.
Yeah, this is huge
Second.
stuff.
Wait, what
like,
did you type up for the sentence?
It was this or nothing at all.
Guess we're
Guess we're hosting PizzaCast. That's the entire description.
Very
That's
nice,
a pretty good
very nice.
description. Like, what else do you want to? What do you want, really?
What
Yeah,
else
hold
is
on.
there?
We got Miu channel.
Miuchi.
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 Mute.
It's still
Come visit me in
fucking
my
going
office.
crazy.
We'll have a good time.
Oh, did I tell you? Speaking of Miuchi, did I hold on, Jupiter's Den?
Yes.
It's just one thing, isn't it?
Yes. It's all just one chungus.
Got it. Okay. Speaking of chi, I recently changed my my username on Twitch. Hold on one sec.
Really?
Yeah, you did. It's now Wimch, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wimch.
Wimch.
Wimpch.
Wimch.
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 And for some reason, people will just keep saying, like, some people just keep saying Wimchi whenever they see it,
Wimchi.
and I don't get it. It's Wim
Wimchi.
Channel. It's short for channel.
Have they?
You should have put a
Who
fucking
says that?
underscore on it.
Yeah, so that's the
Wimch.
thing. I should have. I wasn't even thinking. I should have put an underscore.
Oh, it's together.
Yeah.
Wimch.
There's no space.
Wimch.
Like literally. Okay. You
Shit.
messed up.
Momo!
Yay, Momo's here. Welcome,
I
Momo.
love you!
Yeah, okay, Pratty has also never had a drop of alcohol. I mean, but then again, if you're under your legal drinking age, you really shouldn't be having any. And technically speaking, you shouldn't really be having alcohol. Ideally, you wouldn't have alcohol until after you finish developing, like your brain finishes developing, because it can have a negative impact on it. Jimbucha, welcome to the stream. Have you been here the whole time? Or did you just get here? Either way, welcome.
Probably.
I don't think because that's not a name I recognize.
No,
Yeah.
they're one of my viewers.
Ah, welcome. It's too
Welcome,
late for you,
Yoko.
Momo.
It's
Oh yeah,
too
Momo.
late.
Are you
yeah,
feeling better? I know you had to step out of.
You're crazy.
You were in VC before and you had to step out because you weren't feeling well. I think. Hopefully you're feeling better.
Yeah. I heard.
It's
I
too
heard
late
you
for
passed
me
out.
because I'm a
Hopefully you're okay.
phone.
I'm also on a phone. God help.
Gosh darn it.
Oh God. Help.
Phones.
Garation says, I kind of get an Egyptian vibe from the visuals of your avatars, like a pharaoh flanked by cat girls or Anubis girls.
Wow.
It's really funny.
Is that all you think?
How do you
Am I
feel,
crazy?
my
They were just little
cat girl
accessories or
attendants?
something? Attendants?
Is female women?
Women. Female whim is a women.
Well, so somebody, hold on. I'm gonna kick myself for not remembering who said it. It was on Twitter. I can picture their avatar, but I can't remember their name off the top of my head. But they said it can be whim and were, like W him and W her.
That's
I'm like,
actually
oh,
really good.
I want to steal that.
Women were.
Women were.
Women were. That's real good.
That's so
really
good. That's genius. Hey, Kite, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Oh,
Genius.
in case, I think Miyu saw it, and maybe Jupiter saw it as well. In case you guys hadn't, Kite made some absolutely fantastic art.
Oh,
of
yes,
me. Oh,
yes.
so good.
I saw
Oh,
it.
yeah.
So good. Impeccable work. I love it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Neck
I
on
It's
I
some
had
really
to.
good fan art, honestly.
Yeah, I had to scold her for neglecting her commissions though.
Oh no.
It was no, it was
I've done that before.
it was a
I've done that
voice
before.
request, and I sent that of me scolding. Yeah, that was interesting. I apologize because I am so bad at like acting mean. It just doesn't come naturally at all. So
Oh
to
my
me it
goodness.
sounded super cringe, but hopefully you enjoyed
What,
it.
are you a nice boy?
You know what, Wim? You know what you reminded me of? Remember when, like, before, like, we were like well acquainted? I was like, oh, Wim, like,
Oh,
is
yeah.
the, like, type to beat me. The
It's
fuck
like
up.
Wim would totally beat me up, and I was like, No, it was good. Oh, I'm glad you liked it.
Dude, you look like you definitely.
Or
look
are
like
you
the
actually
type.
just a little soft boy?
Don't call me a
hanging out.
soft boy.
Are you
I
a little
just
soft boy?
I am no longer in that phase
Aw.
where I absolutely had an absolute internet asshole phase. Like I was like an actual like not even
Yeah,
like
I
oh
think you
haha
said
I'm an
that,
asshole.
but
Like
what
no, I was like an actual ass. Like just like incredibly mean to people. But like it was because my internet development began in places like 4chan and like Discord calls. Like
Okay,
and I'm
I
not
guess that
talking
makes
like
sense.
the origami board here. I'm talking like actual like real
Right.
4chan, right?
So
And
that's where you like grew up as
that's
an
where I
internet
developed.
child.
Yes.
And
as
then
an internet child.
that's how you came out.
Oh my god.
Man.
But to be fair, everybody like this is back before Discord was big. So we'd use like Skype group chats, and people would just make
Yeah.
groups and stuff, and everybody was just like actually borderline cruel. But like we were all hip to it, you know, like that was the thing.
It's pretty something.
Yeah. Frankly, I do maintain that before you should be allowed on the rest of the internet. You should
good.
spend at least a couple weeks on 4chan, and in a
Really?
2009 Halo or Call of Duty lobby.
I don't know.
Get some thick
I
skin.
think that's a bad thing.
No, because if you do that off the bat, you've already got thick skin, and then you don't get so upset and so whiny and
I
cry
don't
all
think
over
that's
Twitter.
how that works. What do you mean?
It worked for me.
That's like telling people they need their children to get bullied at school so they develop thick skin or something.
Look, I'm not saying that it's the best method, but I think that if you never spank your child, they're probably missing out some character development.
Really?
Well, yeah, because there's so many parents nowadays who, I mean, forget not spanking. They won't even reprimand their children. They'll just be like, no, please stop yelling. Mommy's trying to enjoy her wine. Just take the phone, take the iPad, go watch SpongeBob or I don't know, Teen Titans Go.
I don't think I was ever spanked as a child, but I didn't really do anything, to be honest.
Oh, yeah.
I just kind of like, I don't know.
Oh my god, is their mascot still a turtle? I remember when Funny Junk was like a thing. Like I got it on one of the older iPod Touches, the app, and I was like, oh, Funny Junk is kind of fun. But no, Funny Junk is
heck
very
is that?
juvenile. But
What
yeah,
is Funny Junk?
it's like Imgur, I
Oh,
guess, kind of.
Yes.
But like not just like using it for storage. It's like it's like if you used Imgur for the community features, which apparently people actually do. Wim is the sage that found enlightenment after sinning and seeing the true darkness of the human condition.
Is that what happened? Yeah. What is your redemption arc? Like what happened?
I'm in the middle of it.
Oh, really? You're still working on it.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Understandable.
I mean,
Working on
what,
being a
what
nice
happened
boy.
to you? Was there like a day you woke up and you were like, "This isn't the way," and then you changed, or what?
I mean, I don't know. It's kind of hard to pinpoint. It's sort of like how I have heard from a friend who was human and was once 18, right? Like there's a point like around 18ish for my friend where you just wake up one day and you feel more mature. You just all of a sudden, like, you're a bit more even tempered, you know, you're a bit more focused, you know, you don't get as easily upset or stressed out about it. Like, you just, like, overnight or like over the course of like a week, without even realizing it, you kind of just grow up in a spurt. Or maybe that was just my friend. But like, so I had a that my friend had that. Oh, fuck it. I had that happen right around like my 18th
Right.
year here, right? But the growing out of the mean, that was like shortly after the mean phase really started. Mean phase started at like 16ish, and it didn't really end. That's sort of like, what's the word? Machiavellian, like, mindset.
No
Didn't really
idea.
end until like midway through college, late college, yeah.
It's just like odd to me.
So you can't browse 4chan without hearing somebody singing Erica. That's actually a reference I don't think I get, which is surprising. Oh, that. Oh, okay, yeah.
So it was just as you got older, you realized, wait a minute, mean bad.
Yeah. Eventually, I was just like, you know,
mean no more.
I kind of just want to be nicer to people. Like, I feel like I'm tired. It's not like I'm like forcing myself. I'm just tired of being an asshole. So I gave it a try, and
Aren't
it's
you
honestly,
tired
it's
of
not
being-
that
Is that a
bad.
lot of
Don't you
work?
want to just go fucking ape shit?
It's
That's what the fucking reverse.
it's refreshing. I get to be nice to people, and it takes work. It's a lot more work. Like, it's not like it's difficult. Like, oh, I have this temptation to be bad and I must restrain myself. It's not like that kind of work. It's like, you know, trying to be positive and like, you know, like help people out and like listen to people. You know, that's effort. And whereas if you're an asshole, you get to just blow that all off and be like, you know, oh yeah, you're having a tough time. Yeah, suck it up. You know, piss off. Like, who cares? Like, grow up. You know, like you can be mean like that, and it doesn't cost you anything. People will say, you know, what's the phrase? Like I can't believe you know it would have it costs $0 to not say the mean things.
Yeah.
But in practice, like, being mean in sort of the assholes, like, blow people off way, like, not actively like cruel, but just like not caring. That's actually probably a lot easier than just being default nice. Wim Alter will return. Oh, I mean, I can give you the visual for Wim Alter. If you want a little bit of that, yeah. The hell are you looking at?
Wim Alter.
Oh. Ayo.
There we go.
Nice.
But yeah, no,
I guess it's easy to ignore people. I don't really have. It's not really effort for me to be nice to people. I think I'd have to. The only way I can be mean is if I'm like mad at someone. I think.
yeah.
I've never seen you mad.
I feel like the
don't
extent
think I
of
ever will.
you
Yeah, I
being
don't.
mean is
I
calling
don't
Kagero
get
elf
mad
boy.
often.
I mean, I do. I get
I
real
have the
stressed and then
power
I
of
get
anti-envy.
agitated.
Let's see. Oh wait, doesn't
Like,
that mean
during
you're
stream today, I was like getting super agitated because I was buffering like crazy. I was like, what's happening? What's happening? I hate this. I hate everyone. It's so bad. Too bad.
Yeah, I guess you could. Yeah, that's probably part of puberty. But I mean, it's different for everybody.
Probably.
And for some people, they never quite leave that phase.
Dang, it do be like that sometimes.
Yeah. No, I mean, you'll see people who go from being like super mean to being like really nice, or people who go from being mean to just being kind of regular, to people who are kind of vaguely nice going to being like super like, they're not intentionally mean or anything, but they're just like so self-centered they don't realize that they're kind of like asses. Yeah, there's a huge variety. I'm trying to think of the last time
So
that I've
what-
actually been mad.
So, if you were like this, and you surrounded your people, or people that were like this also, right?
Hmm.
What happened to them? Where'd they go? Did they? Are
Wait,
they
hold
still
on.
like
I gotta
this to
go.
this
I
day?
dropped something under
Did
the
you
table.
lose
I gotta
touch with
go get it. Hold on.
Oh,
I'll
you
be
dropped
right back.
you dropped something on the table here. Hold on.
Have they
I dropped
grown
something under
up?
the table.
Where did they go? They're still around. I mean, and some of them, transitioned to being more, even tempered, mild mannered. But like and some of them were. I mean, keep in mind, I was like actually mean. Like there was but I didn't. Okay, so do you know what You know what doxing is, right?
Yes.
Do you know what
Mhm.
boxing is?
No.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm back.
That's a more obscure one. So for those of you who don't know, doxing is where you essentially dig into somebody's accounts, like their various like profiles online, and figure out like their real life information. Big no, don't do that. That's not nice. And usually it's not used for anything too crazy. It's just a little bit of, just a bit of mild harassment is the usual use of
Mild
that.
harassment.
Mild harassment.
Right.
Because just telling somebody that you know like who they are and where they live like is enough to freak them out. Like, you don't have to do anything more than that. Boxing is a thing where like I can't remember what the details of it because it was a while ago, but there was like a thing you could do, like an exploit in the system where you could get like USPS or something to send like a ton of boxes to somebody's house for like
What
for
the
like
heck?
little to no cost, just like boxes to ship things in.
Right.
And you could actually like junk up their yard and like get them in trouble with their HOA if they had one or something like that. It's like it was really obscure. It wasn't like a super common thing. Or like just sending
Kinda
pizza.
Weird.
So I never actively did anything. Like just finding, like looking up somebody's information just was kind of fun for me because it was kind of like, oh look, I'm like Sherlock Holmes. I can figure out who this person is. Sort of a disregard for their privacy, which
Right.
Not good. Yeah, I mean, swatting is like the advanced form of that, where you actually that's like a huge no-no because people can actually die. There's that whole incident, right, where like somebody killed somebody in a video game, and they got mad and they got the SWAT to go to his house because they said he was like holding a hostage or something.
Yeah.
And they accidentally like shot him or whatever, and he died.
Yeah, I do remember that. I mean,
Yeah.
they caught the dude, right? And he.
Oh yeah,
Cordelia.
yeah. I'm pretty sure he did not get off.
Yeah.
But yeah, so and then there's like pizzaing, where you could send pizza. That's probably more commonly recognized, like known than boxing, where you could order pizza and say, "Oh, I'll pay when it gets there," and you just send it to somebody's house.
Well, what happens when the person just says no and then
So that's the deal. So they either pay for it because they feel bad, or they don't pay for it, which hurts the business. And oh no, the FBI's here, Monica, no. I will say for the record, I never boxed anybody. I never pizzaed anybody. I never did anything malicious with people's information. But I was there when it was happening. Like other people were doing it, and I certainly didn't discourage it. But yeah, there was one time, and keep in mind, it's not like most of it was within the Skype groups. It's sort of like a rite of passage. Like I was doxxed within the first week of being in that Skype group.
Really?
Yeah.
Man.
And I had pizza sent to my house, and I paid for it, and I ate it, and I sent the picture. I'm like, damn, that's some good pizza.
Well, how many pizzas did they send?
They sent 2 large cheese pizzas.
Oh.
we had
that's
leftovers.
pretty
That's
good.
not bad.
Yeah, I told the folks that I ordered it. And I didn't want them to know. But yeah, so like a lot of it was within the groups. So for example, but like one guy took it really far. Oh god, LAN, took it so far. A Wayward was, God, Wayward, I think was still underage, lived with his parents, whatever. And I think Lan was also underage. I'd been here for like 18 years or so at that time. But yeah, so Lan sent a Wayward pizza. Like, not just pizza, like an $100 order from the local, what was it, Domino's or Pizza Hut?
God.
Like a bunch of pizza and a bunch of like 2-liter sodas and stuff like that. And it showed up, and while we were all in a Skype group call, and you could just hear his parents yelling, and he was like so mad. And then we're like, all right, okay, that was funny, because to us that was like super funny. And we're like, but Lan, that's just, yeah. Like we didn't say don't do it. We said like, all right, that was funny, you know, like jokes over or whatever. And then Lan did it again. And I think he did it like 1 or 2 more times, and he actually got their family blacklisted from the pizza places because they weren't gonna pay for these orders, right? Yeah, so don't do that. Very bad. So yeah, so I'd imagine some of them are still like that. They're out there.
Man.
Wim's true form is of steel force muscle. Goodness. But yeah, so I don't know. I eventually just kind of grew out of it. I may not be made of steel, but I certainly reflect light like I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dang,
right.
I don't know how that makes me feel.
Shouldn't make you feel
It's
good.
gonna-
I'll say that.
It should be good. Oh god.
But yeah,
What?
No.
So where were we?
yeah. Why don't you guys pick the next topic? My topics get really
Okay.
dark. Yo, Genu, what's up? Glad you could make
oh
it.
My god,
How you been doing? I haven't
ages.
seen you around for a while.
Yeah.
I feel like you were
oh my
maybe you were
goodness.
busy with school. Can't remember.
Yes. Gino has returned to her world to deal with some issues.
Yeah.
Jupiter,
No. What are you
said
what
had,
are you
like
cooking?
50 topics, right?
I do.
You got topics,
gosh,
Jupiter.
Okay. So usually, for my segment, we talk about the VTuber Twitter drama,
Whoa.
Yes.
right? Just the dramas, and there's some. Man, let me tell you, this week there's just some stuff going on. Okay, like I don't even.
Oh, I think I know exactly.
I saw a
where
bit of the
you're headed.
Cyberpunk low stuff. I don't know if that's what you're talking about.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's what I
oh, God.
assumed.
I don't even know if we want to like.
That's a little bit too. I think
see,
it's a little
some-
too heavy for.
Some of them are
this
kind of
stream.
heavy. Yeah, like I don't
Yeah,
know. Like
those are some heavy not claims.
it's like, oh god.
I find with that stuff, for those of you who haven't realized it yet, I don't usually involve myself in drama. I don't like reply to it. I don't like it or
Yeah,
retweet it or
I
anything.
don't either. I just look at it and I'm like, what
Yeah,
the heck?
you observe.
Yeah, I observe.
Yeah, to be fair, Courageous, yes, EN VTubers can be cringy, but what people don't know, what Western fans don't know is that there is a lot, like, if you think that the EN VTuber community is like totally different from the JP and that JP is like super professional and very chill and cool and very nice, everything. No, there is an equal, if not greater amount of like cringe and clout chasing in the JP VTuber scene as well, like the indie scene.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, it is on both. It goes both ways. But what was I saying? Oh yeah. So, but one thing I found, like, so for example, there was that thing a while ago with what was his face? Like Azure Satan, I think. What's his name?
Azure-
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
Azure
something with that.
So-
We talked about that before.
There were a couple VTubers who were like, oh yeah, he's acting creepy or whatever, blah blah blah, blah. And then and said some stuff. And then he came back, and at first it seemed like, oh, yeah, it looks like he's probably like 3+ people making these claims, and he's just kind of like, well, no, that's not how it happened or whatever. But then he comes out and he drops like a fat doc with like actual like complete screenshots of the conversations where like they were initiating stuff, and so it then all of a sudden it's like, well, wait, hold on a second, like maybe this guy is actually not in the wrong. But then you got to wonder, like, why are so many people kind of coming out like that, and discussing it? And so what I think happens a lot of times with this drama is I feel like it's a bit of a game of telephone. I feel like things happen and people like talk about them, and when you tell your friends things that are going on, you tell stories or like interactions, there is a tendency to slightly or greatly exaggerate what happens or to misremember things.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of times this drama is
feel
that, but just getting really, really like twisted and out of hand and kind of far away from what happens, and it just kind of builds upon itself and snowballs. So I tend to take a lot of this with a huge plate full of salt, because that's what I think happens a lot of the time.
Yeah, the thing with Azure though is that he did this whole doc. He accounted for most of it. He didn't account for the stolen.
Oh yeah, the
art
model
design,
stealing.
because you can't really. I
Yeah.
mean, he stole it. Okay, he just this man out here stealing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, like stealing your model, like ripping a model off a character from a game. Yeah, that's kind of pathetic a little bit.
I don't get it. Like, why would you do that?
Yeah, it's like you're gonna get
I
found
mean,
out.
I-
Like, what's
I
the
don't know.
point?
Yeah.
But I mean, like, I think that assuming what he posted is true, then I think he refuted the part that actually matters, which is like the allegations of him being like super creepy. I think that compared to that, like the model is not like a huge deal. But yeah.
They accused him of like buying like
oh yeah, the bot thing,
viewers, but the bots were just like regular like Twitch bots that you can't do anything with. Like the ones that they were saying were in there, those are just like regular bots that just show up in everyone's stream.
Yeah, like that was another like gray one where it's like pretty convoluted. There's not enough evidence that he bought them himself, as opposed to it being like sent, or just showing up like algorithmically.
Yeah.
So honestly, like it's on. Do Miyu and I forget the name. So yeah, so that's on my right is Sugimoto Miyu, and on my left is Jupiter, the fox.
Do not speak Japanese.
I can speak no Japanese.
Broken Japanese if you like that, but other than that, no.
This is very unfortunate.
0 Japaneses.
I have no practice partners. It's very sad.
What do you mean practice partners? Bro, help me!
Help me.
Well, what do you want to know?
No, I'm fine.
Make this a podcast like Japanese lesson. Oh my gosh.
See why not? I mean, the streams we have been everywhere with streams.
Wait, you did fans? Hold on, wait. I'm gonna feel so dumb if I've forgotten this. Where did you offer to practice Japanese? Or that you wanted to learn, Phantom? Help me improve her broken English podcast.
My broken English? Yeah, my English is actually fucking horrible.
Teach Japanese with dramatic anime. Was it a different stream? Yeah, I feel like I probably. But the thing is, I'm not like super proficient. I'm incredibly rusty.
Well, I mean, it's also an opportunity for you to learn as well.
Right? Yeah, it's an opportunity for me to practice. Yeah, teaching
like,
Japanese with the dramatic anime voice acting. Kisama. the whole like the filthy Frank Weaver thing, like Umai wa nanimono da. Masaka.
Wait, what's that guy that you had in your 12-hour stream where it's like, Chomate or whatever? Who's that guy?
Chotto matte kudasai yo! Yeah, that's oh god, what's his name?
What's his name?
Oh, this is gonna kill me. Give me 1 second. I know.
No, you're dead. It's over.
Morikubo-san? Yeah. He's like a singer or whatever. But the one who does the impression is Tomokazu Sugita. Sugita Tomokazu, right? Yeah, he voices a lot of characters. You'd recognize his voice like instantly. Shotaro Morikubo. There we go.
Shotaro Morikubo.
Yeah, I butcher the grammar sometimes. I always forget my particles. I mess my particles up so often because I just haven't used in a while.
Particles.
My particles. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
The impression.
Okay, we're veering off. Okay, I guess with Low. Okay, basically they call him out, right? I don't know. He apologized, and I don't know what else.
Apparently, he gave a really half-assed apology. I thought
he made like a whole like long.
He made a
paragraph
document,
thing,
but it wasn't like anything with like evidence. It was just like a long.
Well, there was no
statement from him.
It was him saying, "I'm sorry, and I'll try to do better." And I'm not sure what else you really want from him.
Yeah,
at this point, it's like
cancel culture. Like I'm not saying what he did was correct.
It wasn't
incredibly wrong.
Yeah.
But
what do you
like
want from him
now? Once you apologize, what else is there really like? What else is there really?
What do you want? Like you want him to?
Yeah, exactly. Like
you and disappear from existence or something.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. They straight up said, "Oh, we're not trying to cancel him." So like, yeah, okay, well, he's apologized. He said he's gonna do. Well, he's on for a little while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like what do you like? What do you want from him right now?
Like not only did he apologize, but he said, "I'll try to do better." Like he said, "I'm wrong. I'm sorry, and I'll try to do better." And what do you want now? Like what more do you want from this man?
Yeah, to be fair,
what do you want him to do?
No has a point. You could look at that and say, this feels kind of half-assed.
You could say that,
but a lot of people said it was half-assed.
Here's the thing, though. I actually do kind of agree with the decision to do it that way, because the reality is, drama is a flash in the pan. And the best way to handle drama, first of all, the best way to handle drama that isn't like true or whatever is to not engage with it at all. For drama that is true or has some truth to it, yes, engage with it. Apologize if you are in the wrong. And ideally, a genuine apology, but I think that incredible, like, essay long gushing apologies. Oh, I'm so sorry. Blah, blah, blah. That is not the right way to handle it. Number one, because people who tend to push cancel culture drama, they don't really care if you apologize. They want blood. So if you show them weakness, they'll keep going. They won't stop.
They just want you to die, basically.
Yeah, the best way to do it is to in that case, would be to just kind of give a quick brief apology, like, hey, yeah, sorry, my bad, I messed up, I'll work on it, I'll do better. Like, nothing more really needs to be said. You just get it out there, keep it simple, and then if it is a genuine apology, it'll be shown whether or not whether or not you actually follow through with it. You don't need to break down in text-based tears in your apology.
Right.
It doesn't accomplish anything. So I think it was it was a little bit dry, but I think it was perfectly serviceable as an apology.
I don't think you can expect everyone to write a crazy just essay weird thing, really. I don't know what they want from them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if it keeps doing it, then yeah, I guess you take out the pitchforks or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and to be fair, this is a mindset that I have from my time in the not so nice whim phase. I think that it's incredibly unhealthy to be an internet crusader. I think that if you find somebody who says things or does things that you don't agree with, as long as they're not like illegal, like child abduction or something,
Right.
Just what do you feel the need to crusade? Just if you don't like it, leave them alone, ignore them, cut them out of your headspace, right? Like, don't let them take up, they're living in your mind rent free for as long as you let them. I think that if people want to have their space to be an asshole, or to be not so nice, or to do things that, to you at least, whether or not that applies broadly, and I'm not speaking about this situation specifically, I'm speaking generally.
Yeah.
That they can have their space to do it. Like, what are you, the thought police? Like,
I mean, I think part of it is that the ENV tuber community is somewhat tight knit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're somewhat, we talk to each other, right? And so when you have someone overly problematic, I guess you could call it, people don't really want them in there, right? And so they try to get them deleted. They want them kicked out.
yeah, but again, you could just not look at them. Like, don't follow them, don't watch their streams, and then suddenly
But then, well, we had there was another similar incident, but this person did delete an undebut from existence. It was I mean, if they deleted themselves, well, I guess we won't name drop. They were decently hefty, 1,600 followers.
That's pretty hefty.
Decently hefty. They basically, it started out somewhat tame. They basically said it was a hot take. They said, but it wasn't anything like crazy canceling over, right? They basically said if you've shown your face, even for just a trend, then you aren't a real VTuber, right? They just made a post. It was kind of a hot, no one.
I mean, that's a vague, that's a lukewarm take. I think that
it's an opinion.
It's an opinion.
Right? It's an opinion, and then, people disagree. They have a different opinion, and so they tell their opinion to the person, and then the person kind of goes a little crazy, and they start getting transphobic and things,
Oh yes.
right? So
Yes, it does
the
sound
one
very
about where
familiar,
it's like, oh, right.
Phantom.
Is it the one where they went like, okay, she, her, they?
yeah, they went okay, she, he, they, right? And that's only the start of it, right?
Yeah,
So it's
I remember
basically
that.
someone just gently disagrees with them, and then they start like their comeback is basically just like, hey, you're a different gender, right? And then, obviously everyone gets mad at that, and then they start getting more extreme. And then I think they said that they were, let's see, at a point they said they were like just out loud on Twitter that they were more accepting of trans than gay people. And they basically just start going deeper and saying more and more just like crazy controversial like things, and then they delete themselves.
Yeah.
From existence. They undebut and delete themselves from existence.
Yeah. I've seen a couple VTubers like that though, where they have like, where their account is like, they're like a normal VTuber, but they make the hot takes for like clout or something.
Yeah,
like,
it gets views.
I've seen it before.
There's a couple. There's like VTuber cringe or whatever.
Oh yeah, I've
there's
blocked
like there's
all the
VTuber
like that,
thoughts or something.
Yeah, Wim, you had an encounter with that account, didn't you?
Oh yeah, you did, didn't you?
Hold on. Are you talking about the one? Wait, you're talking about the one that was only up for like an hour?
Yeah.
Was it up for an hour?
No, because that was a really tiny one. That wasn't like a big one.
Because
they made their account, they said their hot takes, got like clashed for it, and then they fucking disappeared.
Was that not VTuber cringe, or is that a different one?
No, that was VTuber
that was
thoughts.
VTuber cringe.
VTuber
thoughts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
VTuber thoughts.
I thought they like came back, maybe.
They'll probably keep making
I
accounts.
have no idea. Maybe. I think I don't know. It's weird.
Oh, I have a topic.
It
just came to me.
Give me your topic.
So remember that guy in my stream from the Minecraft stream?
Oh yeah, I remember that guy.
Yeah, so the topic is, at what point do you ban someone from your chat?
So,
right?
Okay.
Because he was really like pushing my buttons. Like I was like getting really fucking annoyed.
Here's the thing with that guy, right? If I was sitting there playing Minecraft and that guy had been in my chat, I wouldn't have minded him, just because he was just being silly, right? He was just making a joke. But when you're annoying the streamer, like you have to know that like when to stop, right? And we gave the guy a couple of timeouts.
Yeah, we put him in a little timeout corner.
Right, like even just doing it after one timeout, honestly, I would have kind of just banned him.
And then when he messaged me again, like you whispered to me, dude, that was like overkill. It's like, dude, get a hobby. Oh, so you probably don't know what happened.
Yeah, you probably.
No,
okay,
I'm
so
in the dark about this.
Yeah, so basically we're just hanging out in Miu's stream, right? She's playing some Minecraft. I'm just like laying around in bed, and there's a man, and he tells her to get the sea pickle, right?
Yeah, like as a joke, and I'm like, funny joke, you know?
Well, he probably just, he wanted you to get it. And then he just keeps bringing it up. And he's just being funny, right? It's just jokes, but Miu is getting annoyed, okay?
Yeah.
And so we time him out, and we keep telling him to stop bringing up the pickle, and he keeps bringing up the pickle, right? I mean, he's probably thinking it's hilarious, right?
Right.
He's just talking about a pickle, and he's just getting timed out over and over again.
Yeah.
And then at a point, we just ban him. We're like, whatever. He makes like an alt account to come in, and then he starts talking about the pickle again, and so we banned that one. And then like a day later, he private messages her.
No. First, he private messaged my one of my mods and saying like, "Oh, why can't I come into chat?" And then he private messages me during my stream. He's like, "Why did you ban me? I didn't even do anything." And I just blocked both of them. It's very funny.
Yeah, if you're doing stuff in chat and it's becoming a bother to the streamer and they ask you to stop, at that point you kind of stop. At that point you're probably being cringe, so it's actually in your best interest to stop anyways.
Yeah, it was pretty cringe.
Like if a streamer has to stop, I mean like a reasonable streamer, not just like somebody who's like really hair trigger about like anything will set them off, right? If a reasonable streamer has to stop their stream to ask you to like stop doing whatever you're doing in chat because it's it's becoming like uncomfortable or whatever, then at that point, chance like to cause that to happen, you have to be doing something cringe. Like you gotta be doing something that's gonna, honestly, in retrospect for you, will be like really embarrassing. So it actually probably is in your best interest to be like, okay, well maybe this isn't actually funny. Maybe I'm the only one who thinks this is funny or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, after you time him out a couple times, I even told him, I was like, well, I said it in the chat, I was like, he's just making a joke. Like, at a point, you gotta know, like, when you're annoying the streamer, like, you gotta know just when to stop, right?
Yeah.
And we gave him more chances than I would usually, right? I was feeling merciful that day.
Yeah. It was like,
and then
okay.
we deleted him from existence.
Oof.
Yeah, we took him,
Thanos
snapped
him.
We deleted this man.
Goodbye.
Let's see. Croatia says, where are the previous episodes of the PizzaCast? They are going to be on a mixture of Miyu's channel, Jupiter's channel, Kagero's channel, and now the one episode on my channel.
Oh, wait, no.
Well, Miyu's are probably
me
deleted.
The VODs. I haven't been saving them.
You guys didn't save the VODs?
Yeah,
oh my goodness.
Mine.
You
or,
save
no,
your
I haven't
VODs.
to YouTube.
This is why
My
you
VODs.
use YouTube. It saves the VODs forever.
I know,
Well,
but
mine-
I
I've
like my
uploaded-
bits. They're delicious.
Let's see. Welcome,
I've
Clee.
uploaded
Welcome to the stream.
my
And Kaisan,
side
welcome, Kaisan.
to PizzaCast, or to my YouTube, and then Kage's are just on his YouTube. So we have 2/3 of them.
Some of them just don't exist. They're
Yeah,
gone
some of them do
forever.
not exist.
They're lost in time.
Unfortunately.
Let's see. Narna said, had somebody asking me stuff like, what percentage of VTubers do you think are fat? And calling me my fatty. That's an interesting experience.
Very
What
interesting
percentage of VTubers are fat? You know what?
I don't
That's
know.
a ban.
Huh?
That's
I
a
don't-
ban. You're banned.
Honestly, I mean, okay, so to get this out of the way, I am of the opinion that my personal definition of VTuber has the asterisk that you do not intentionally show your face, because it kind of breaks the it's sort of like breaking
It does
character.
break the
Yeah, and that's
The
the whole
immersion.
point. Like that is the point. That is being a VTuber. Like if you're just going around like streaming with your face out and everything, you're just a streamer. You're just a variety streamer. And at least in my opinion, right? Now, if you're just doing like a single vanity selfie on your Twitter, I'm not too keen on that. I'm certainly not gonna do that myself.
I'm not a fan of it. Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. But like, if you do it, like whatever. Like, who am I, right?
Yeah, I mean, okay, I've done it. I think you guys remember.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I guess
One time.
you could. I would allow for like if you actually cosplay like proper like if you like go to conventions and stuff and you have like a cosplay like website or something like that. That's like a different thing. I still would be kind of tempted to say that you're a variety content producer, and one of those happens to be VTuber, but you're not like the strictest definition,
that's what I
right?
think so too, because I have thought of it like in the past, like I have like really like considered like IRL streams, because
Sometimes
I
model no
do
work.
things that are like, huh?
Yeah.
Sometimes model no work.
Yeah, and sometimes model don't work. Sometimes you just gotta get out there with your real face. But like, no,
I
I wouldn't show my face on my Twitter anymore unless it was like a cosplay or something.
I kind of feel like who am I to define like what a VTuber is? Like who?
Well, who are
I
you?
don't- I
That
don't
is a fair
know.
statement. But if the question is who am I? Well, I'm the 5% anime man,
Yeah,
and
who
a
are
hardcore
you?
JP
Oh
VTuber fan.
my
So
God.
I am the gatekeeper. I am the old guard of VTubers.
Oh
Are you
my
the
goodness,
gatekeeper?
there he goes again.
I am the
Are you the
gatekeeper.
law?
Where's the
Starting.
keymaster?
Quickly stop him.
Yeah. But yeah, so what I was going with that is, so I've seen quite a few people post their like pictures of themselves on Twitter, like VTubers, and a surprise, there's sort of, what's the word for it? There's this natural inclination to assume that people who are not streaming with their face or their body on camera might be doing so partially because they're not comfortable with it, which might imply that they're like not in good shape or they're not very attractive or something. But from what I've seen, I'd say more than half, easily more than half, if not just a fairly sizable majority, are just generally average looking people, like not
Yeah.
like
Most
obese
people
or
I've
anything.
seen are pretty attractive.
Yeah, dude, there's some like gorgeous VTubers out
Yeah.
there. Like, it's crazy how to think like, damn. You could be IRL streaming, but here you are with your little anime.
Yeah, like again, I am so bad at blanking on names. It is ridiculous. Yoshiki. I've seen Yoshiki's like.
Yes, Yoshiki is a good example.
Yoshiki's a good-looking dude. Respectable.
Yeah, dude. And he's looking. Isn't
And is he like 6'4" or something? I think I remember him saying he's like,
yeah,
he's like
dude,
really tall.
and he's like fucking ripped too, from what I remember.
Like honestly,
Dang,
if he was my
boy.
height, he would probably look like me at my best. Yeah. Because again, like you know, from secondhand experience with my buddy who's psychic, who's like 7 feet tall, building enough muscle to have that sort of definition and stuff becomes much harder the taller you get. So being 6'4" and looking like that's still that's a great accomplishment. Seriously proud of him. Like major props.
What's another one? Mugi, if the dragon or snake VTuber, another good example of that. I don't like name dropping, but she's gorgeous and she cosplays too. So I think I could name one more.
Yeah, Mugi snake
one
VTuber.
More.
Mugi.
M-U-G.
Oh, they follow me, but I don't follow them. What the hell?
Wow.
Yeah,
I thought I was following them.
So cute.
I'm so sorry, Mugi.
Dang.
I didn't know.
Dang, it really
follow
be
Well,
like
holy
that.
hell, they're
So
really
cute,
big.
and her art is amazing. Her art.
That's crazy. Why the hell are they following me? What the fuck? Oh my god, I almost feel like I need to go apologize for not having followed them this whole time.
Yeah,
Jesus.
you know, I felt the same way when AutoTune Ready followed me and I didn't follow back like immediately. Like I only noticed until she liked one of my tweets. I'm like, huh? Where'd she come from? I was like, what, you looking at little old me? But yeah.
Okay, but basically, so you say you're of the opinion that, you know, if you're showing your face, you're not a VTuber.
If you're intentionally showing
And
your
I'm-
face, like,
yeah.
like deliberate, like you're just taking vanity selfies and you're posting and you clearly want like validation or something like that, you know, I just feel it's not in the spirit of what I know VTubing to be.
See, I feel it too, but then what happens when they say, shut up your stupid fidget spinner and you don't know anything? And I am a VTuber. Like, who is correct then in this situation?
Well, so the problem is, there is no, like, there's no dictionary definition of VTuber.
Yeah.
So, and because the community as a whole has not settled on something completely solid, that's why there's so much room for this conflict of opinions. Personally, I mean, I'm not saying that I'm smarter than everybody explicitly, but let's think about this rationally, right? VTubers. I think we can all generally agree that VTubing started in, if not Japan specifically, in the East, in you know,
right.
China, Japan, you know, maybe Korea. I feel like VTubing wasn't really big in Korea until post Japan. But I think generally speaking, most people would agree that VTubing as a concept, as a unique concept, started in Japan.
Yes.
And most people would agree that one of the first major examples was Kizuna Ai. So, you know, and then you have others that came along like Himehina, and Kaguya Luna. You know,
yeah.
like those are like
The boys.
the godfathers of
Yeah.
YouTubes, right? They're the OG. And then you know, then along comes, you know, then obviously then you'll get like a bit of an indie scene that starts to grow, and from that you also then get groups and corporations like Cover Corp with Hololive. So you have Hololive and Nijisanji. I feel like most people would agree that when it comes to the professional, like this is like official VTuber kind of stuff, Hololive and Nijisanji are what come to mind. Right? I feel like we
Right.
most people would agree, you know, with that. And then again, as that kind of goes along, indie scene develops in JP, and then indie scene starts developing in the West as well. So the question of what a VTuber is, first thing you have to ask is, what isn't a VTuber? right? So if we go by the idea, the train of thought that VTubing as a semi concrete concept didn't exist prior to, say, Kizna Ai, you know, what exactly are they doing? Because ultimately VTubers are streamers. I mean, yes, we have VTweeters and VTwitchers. It sounds really freaking funny.
VTwitchers? Aren't they called
VStreamer? VStreamer is the better one. I do like that. Taco Bunny just goes by VStreamer. I think that's great. I like that for like VTubers on Twitch. But I'm not such a Puritan that I'd say, oh, VTuber has to be on YouTube because it's got tube in the name. You know, like VTwitchers, VTweakers. Good lord.
No.
So what was it? So you know, ultimately, you know, we're streamers. We're content creators of a primarily visual format, and mostly streams or you know, YouTube videos if you're on YouTube, streams if you're on Twitch or YouTube, right? So we're content creators who create videos, and videos, you know, as content they have formats. You know, you'll have like let's plays, or you'll have talk shows, or you'll have animated videos. You'll have like cooking videos. Like there's a format to it, and so you know, it has either explicit or implicit definitions and boundaries. So if you're like, you know, you can't call your video a cooking video if you're not you're not actually cooking.
If you're not cooking.
So if you're like playing with like fake food, like from like a kid's play set, and pretending to cook, that's not like a cooking video, right? That's a toys video, like more than a cooking, right? So and the reason for this is categorization, and that is for the benefit of the content consumers. So again, we're content creators, and we have a job, quote unquote, or you know, a hobby, you know, a desire. Right. We're creating content for people to enjoy, to consume, right? If you're on YouTube, if you're on Twitch, right, and you're like, damn, I want to consume some content. I'm a consumer. I need to consume.
Right.
I'm a consumer. I love Umer jokes so much. You know, what do you do? I'll pose the question. It's sort of rhetorical, but what do you guys think you do? You're looking for content. What do you do?
I search it up.
What do you
you search
it up?
No.
What do you?
Right.
More specifically, you search for something. You'll say, okay, I'm in the mood to watch Pokemon videos. I want to watch somebody play Pokemon. Yeah. Or I want gameplay. I want a video that's an animation where it's a dude talking, but it's like cartoon characters, like you know, stop motion animation, not stop motion,
right,
just like a standard Flash animation. Like you search it up, it is a type of content. And so by categorizing the content into rigid or semi-rigid definitions, it enables and empowers content consumers to find the content they want. So if you say, okay, and this is my hook here. If you say, okay, I like, you know, like anime stuff, or I like, you know, just things like similar to VTubers, and VTubers are, you know, fit what I want. I want to watch some VTuber stuff. And you go search VTuber, and the top 10 results are all people who are not streaming with models. It's just a regular face cam.
It's just some dude.
It's so how unhelpful is that? Because their stuff is all labeled as VTuber, because once or twice, or maybe like half the time, they're streaming with a VTuber model. Do you see where I'm kind of going with this? I feel like if you're gonna define this as a category of content, like for entertainment, you need to define it and you need to stick to it. What makes it different from an actual regular streamer? Right. So I would argue, you know, you don't have to go with like it has to be a character. It could just be you streaming as yourself, but with a model, but where you don't break that illusion of, you know, like, here's my IRL face. Like, yes, we get it. We know that there is a living being behind this. It's not, you know, Kizna AI. Sorry to tell you that Santa Claus isn't real, but Kizna AI is not an AI artificial intelligence program. It's a person with a mocap suit and a cute voice.
That's basically,
you know,
the argument they have, usually for showing their face. They're like, hey, I'm a person. There's a person behind this, and you know that, and this shouldn't, like, I should just be allowed to do, like, whatever the heck, right?
Right. And so that is a valid basis for an argument. And again, it's a valid basis for an argument because the term has not been strictly defined to exclude that. So if you were to strictly define VTubers as, you know, like obviously, like come on, obviously there has to be a person behind it, or an alien, you know. But the point of it, if you were to say that, I'm not saying this is again, I'm saying if you were to say the point of it is that, you know, you're like an actor in a movie. You know, yes, we know that that's Nicolas Cage, okay? But your job here, your goal here, the point here is that right now you're not Nicolas Cage. You are, a Jack Danny, the owner of a farmhouse who's being invaded by a color from a Lovecraft, horror novel, right? So you playing a character sounds a bit too on the nose, but the general concept, in my opinion, of VTubers is that a VTuber is a persona that is separate and distinct from real life, from a real physical human being that you look at, right? I feel like that is the key component that separates a VTuber from a streamer who's not a VTuber. But again, there's gray area. So
yeah,
because we haven't locked it down yet.
It's just difficult because, like, I feel the same way, right? Like, I'm not a fan of breaking the illusion, but then I have trouble gatekeeping, right? Like, I can't. Who am I? Who am I to say?
You're not mean enough. You don't have any of that meanness left. I'm relying on my bit of meanness left to fuel my ability to gatekeep. Because sometimes I feel like sometimes you gotta be straight up. You gotta say the things that some people might not want to hear. And Kite has a very fantastic point in chat. You don't need to be a normal streamer. I think that unfortunately a lot of people are seeing the rise in popularity of VTubers, and they're going, oh well, this will, I can just slap VTuber on me and I'll get 1,000 followers on Twitch and I'll get like a couple hundred subs on YouTube, easy peasy. All I gotta do is say I'm a VTuber. And I think that that's a rather unhealthy thing to enable. I think that a bit of gatekeeping does the genre of content a bit of good, because it prevents it from being diluted by, I'm gonna say it blatantly, but lower quality content. If it's VTuber content, but you're not being a good VTuber, then it's just not good VTuber content, generally speaking. If what you want is to watch VTuber content. And yeah, Modican's got another unrelated point, but yeah, Nicolas Cage movies are surprisingly entertaining lately. Like before it was like corny entertaining, and now it still is, but it's, Color Out of Space is great.
What, is he pumping out some bangers?
He's pumping out some bangers. Dude, Color Out of Space, we watched it at VC the other day. Oh, a really solid movie. Even with Nicolas Cage's like antics, kind of draining it of a huge amount of seriousness, it was still a very solid movie. So yeah.
Hey. I froze.
Yeah.
I'm frozen.
Oh, yeah, that's the other thing,
Nar.
Back to PNG. Might as well just use a PNG at this point.
Honestly.
No has another good point. They see people who know how to network and market well, and they think it's super easy. People will look at people like, Hololive's not a good example because Hololive has a lot of large corporate backing. But and then V Shoujo is also not a good example because most of these people have already established fan bases beforehand. So they can go to 50, 100,000 super quick because they already had it. But generally speaking, so I think one of the good examples is Jusagi-chan. So you guys know Jusagi, and Jusagi is like an actual business person with experience, with marketing and branding and networking and stuff like that. So that is absolutely a perfectly valid approach to it. And it's not easy. It is absolutely not easy.
Because she's always doing her little marketing, like you can see they're like her little interaction post. She's like, hey, tell me your favorite whatever activity you did today, right? Because she's like a PR for
exactly.
Yeah.
So it's good. Honestly, yeah. I will say that I like that. I don't know if I want to say I like that. I like the angle. Because it is relatively unique. Most people will just be like, Bella Delphine tier, where they're doing smart marketing. They know what they're doing and they know how to get people to do what they want. But it's by like lewd baiting or whatever. Whereas this one, it's like, they're just like straight up, look, I'm a professional at marketing and we're gonna build this brand, and then from there, we're gonna make it a company.
And I think that's doing a good job.
That said, I wanted to lead with that and say that, you know, I do view it, I do like it. But that said, this is sort of not really like an in joke, but a joke that you might not get, because it's sort of like a computer science versus business majors thing, and it may have just been at my university, but like I think generally speaking it applies. What a lot of people think is that computer science people are just like robots, you know, just a bunch of dweebs just like banging on computers and like, yes, this is I use these variables and I write this algorithm and that way I can, you know, calculate blah, blah, blah. And whereas like the business guys are more like frat guys in their off hours and stuff like that. But the reality is, I tend to find, and this applies to me personally as well as to some of my fellow business and computer science buddies, business and computer science guys in the outside of work, just generally speaking, don't get along too well. I feel like,
really,
for me especially personally, I find that contrary to what you would expect, people who are really into computer science and like internet and stuff like that, like just the internet in general, like surfing the internet and stuff, tend to be fairly, I don't know where I went wrong, but tend to be very creative and very like, you know, they'll look at a hobby and say like or like they'll look at YouTubing and say, you know, I think this is great. I think the content is at its best when people do it because they love it. I think that trying to like hyper analyze this and put this into algorithms and like make this super like marketed and it just feels fake and I don't like it. You know, even if it works, I don't think that's how it should be. And then you have the business people who people would usually assume are like frat dudes, right? You know, just, you know, Wolf of Wall Street type stuff. And in reality, they're like, they can be absolutely cutthroat and so like it's so depressed. Like when you like, I've studied a bit of like business and economics and stuff, right? And I have just some general experience, like because I tend to have knowledge that I don't need in a variety of fields. It is when you really get into that worldview, that mindset, it is so depressing. I think that it absolutely sucks the life out of stuff. I mean, and so I'm not huge on it.
CEOs like sociopaths and stuff? They're just like crazy people. They don't care about anyone.
There are personality traits like that actually end up lending themselves well to corporate progression. So I don't know if that's not necessarily a condemnation of the way that works, but you know, it's whatever. So I personally, I respect Chisagi immensely. And I will say that I do like their I mean, saying the marketing side, I like their content. I like the streams. The streams are great.
I've never caught one of her streams yet.
They're usually fairly late in the evening for me. And so a lot of people are streaming at the same time. But you know, I've caught a few, and you know, they're decently solid. I mean, they're not like, they're no Pappy Fubar. I don't know if you guys know Pappy, right? Yeah, I talk about that dude all the time now. He's so much fun. That is a true Western VTuber. That is like, it's great. He's great.
He's a pretty high energy being.
His stream is a literal rave. It's like a nightclub. It's great. So you know, while I absolutely do respect it, I feel like that is a separate path from the one that I want to walk, where I just want to make content for fun, and I would prefer if people just made content because they wanted to do it, not because like they want to get to the point where they can hit affiliate or a YouTube partner and start making money and getting donations. Like, I feel like if you go in with your goal as, I want to get donations, I want money, I want people to draw art for me for free and stuff, like I feel like at that point you and I are already on two different pages, like just two completely incompatible mindsets. Like we'll get along, like because again, I try to be nice, I like to get along with everybody, but the mindsets just are not compatible. So
I mean, it's sort of like they're just trying to get to the spot because everyone wants to be successful, right? Like, I'm sure you wouldn't go, success, this sucks, I'm deleting myself, see you later, nerds.
I mean, I'd probably get a little bit like, oh god, like trying to keep up with being successful is so much work, I don't want to do this, and then I'd probably stop.
It does get a little bit, like we talk about this in my stream a little bit sometimes, where when you get successful, it becomes a lot harder to like keep up with your chat. You can't like be as intimate with like your viewers as it used to be because there's just too many dudes.
Yeah, you blink and you're like 100 messages behind. I can't even imagine like having a chat like Hololive does. Is it possible? Like
you cannot keep up with anyone, right? It's basically you now just doing stuff and everyone's doing their whatever the heck they're doing in chat. You don't know. But I mean, they're just trying to get to a point where they can do stuff and have fun, but also be able to make some muns, man. I respect it. I don't know.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with making money for your content. The whole thing with the whole thing with it, generally speaking, is people are giving you money because they like your content and they want to support you, so you make more content.
Yeah.
You know, so again, it's sort of, so there's two ways from a going back to the business thing. There's two ways you can approach making money. You can do it that way, which is actually far more in line with my mindset than the alternative, which is, one thing I dislike about the whole business corporate approach to stuff is that rather than, it just feels artificial, because it is, it's essentially an incredibly analyzed, hyper analyzed algorithmic way to try and get as much money out of people as possible with in the most efficient manner that you can.
I mean, if you're just going in there trying to do it for the muns and you don't even enjoy this, it's just some sort of robot job thing you're doing to pump out money, then
you just clock in.
I think you should probably just get the heck out of there, kind of, right? That's, I don't know, that does rub me the wrong way. I don't like that.
Yeah, so I don't think that Jusagi does not strike me as that sort.
I don't think so.
I do think that there's a genuine desire to make content and an enjoyment of that, which is again, that's what I encourage. That's what I want to see.
Right.
Some of the marketing approaches, just generally speaking, then again, I don't know. I feel like I'm a bit of a stupid soft boy who just whenever I see people doing really corporate approaches to stuff, it just feels, it makes me feel like I would feel slimy if I did that, and so I feel like I'm projecting a bit. So I think it's mostly it's just me.
For her, it fits her character there. She business, and she doing the business.
She do be business though.
She do be business, and she be doing the business thing that you do.
Right. I mean, and again, you have a point. So there's that, and I think, honestly, no, I don't think it's super hypocritical of me to say this, but you guys know about Mayo, right? The Japanese VTuber?
No.
Nope.
Hold on. VTuber Aqua and Maya. Where is it? Kagura Maya. I'm gonna hold on.
Elf boy.
Yeah, so
Elf looking boy is dead.
Elf boy's dead. I put him in stasis. He's in a jar. So Kagura Maya, let me get a picture of her. Her whole shtick is that her voice sounds kind of idly. Well, sometimes she gets a really gross, gross is probably not the right word, but like a very, very unidol voice, and just says very, very gross and vulgar things, right? I'm not condemning that. I'm just that's kind of the best way to describe it. Hold on. This is a pain in the butt. We're going to save that as a PNG. I'm gonna put her on screen.
Yeah, let me get a look at this.
Take a look.
Where is it?
Dog!
I hear dog.
Dog! Is that Bandit?
Yeah, it's Bandit going crazy.
Bandit!
Why can't I find this? It's literally in this folder. Kaga? I have to refresh. What the hell? Doesn't exist. That is bonkers. Save as.
Whose dog?
I am so confused. This is literally an invisible image.
He is a Papillon mix. He is small but mighty.
I don't get it. Oh, there it is. Okay. Here we go. This is Kagura Maya. I think.
Ooh.
Talk about her character design. Jupiter, you're frozen, so you're static. So we'll put her in front of you. I think her character design is great. I love the oversized coat look.
Yeah.
Let's see. Whose dog is that again? Was that Mia's?
That's my dog.
Oh, that's your dog. What breed? They want to know what breed it is.
He is a Papillon mix.
Papillon mix.
Yep.
Let me see. Small dog, right?
Yep, little small boy.
Yeah. Anyways, so I love the overcoat, the great coat, and like the military hat kind of thing going on. I'm not huge on twin tails, but I'm actually pretty okay with these. I think the hairstyle is very good. I like that it's like there's like a maid outfit, but it's like a military maid. I think that it just looks very the color palette with like the gold trim around the black coat and then like the light the pale blue and the white. I think it blends together very, very nicely. I'm a big fan of it.
Looking nice.
She is unbelievably gross. She is so vulgar. Like talks about like the times that she like wouldn't shower for days and stuff.
Man, that's how
honestly, that sounds kind of hilarious. Like based on what she looks like.
Right. Yeah. So she has this very, very cutesy look, but she is so like she's just so what's the word? Gehin. She's very, very but like and she is unabashedly like it's like part of her character where she's like very, very money grubbing. She like plays up the whole thing like, oh yeah, I mean you if you guys like, she made a tweet or like a post in a Discord or something where it's like, all right, here's the steps to becoming Maya's husband. Send me a monthly stipend, like an allowance of like $300, and then and watch all my streams and blah blah blah. Basically, like be like a beta simp or something, and then somebody replied to the tweet with like, I see. So it's pronounced it's pronounced fan, but red as in like the kanji is red wallet. And then she replies to that and she says, I hate intuitive otakus like you. It like plays into it, and so everybody's in on it, but like she makes a lot of money. So that is absolutely one way to do it. Oh yeah, her whole house apparently smelled like poop at one point.
Oh my
God. No. Oh no, I remember this. So she had a sanitary napkin or like a pad or whatever, I think, or no tampon, and it, on her period or whatever, and she left it. She knows Aqua, like Minato Aqua from Hololive, like IRL, like they're friends. And she like left it like she like threw something like behind the fridge or something, like missed the garbage can or something like that, and left it there in the house, in Aqua's house, and apparently like it stunk up the whole house and they couldn't figure out where it was till they found
what the heck.
Yeah, crazy stories. She's like super gross. Like if you're a dude and you're still clinging to this idea that it was fed to you as a kid that like girls are pretty princesses and they smell like roses or whatever and like they don't poop or something like that, like this girl is this is like pure shock therapy of like, yeah, no, you're actually an idiot because girls are gross.
Okay, that's crazy though. I don't know about like
right. Yeah. That is not the norm. I want to make that clear.
Extreme.
This is not the norm.
Oh god.
Let's see. Wim rating VTuber designs for a while. Oh, funny story. I haven't posted on Twitter yet, but sometime next week or the week after, I wanna have people. I'm gonna do my first PNG drop, and I'm gonna rate VTuber designs. Except,
oh man,
you can imagine that. Like, so you can imagine how that's gonna be a little different from the normal way people rate designs.
Gatekeeper Wim, here we go.
Like actual constructive criticism.
Here we go.
Actually. Constructive criticism instead of just, oh yes, I love this design, it's so nice. I love the hair on this design, it's so nice. This design is really great. I love you so much. Thank you for coming to my stream. Your design is so nice.
Okay, well you
know what I mean?
When you do constructive criticism, you're supposed to say something nice first, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But like I feel like there's a lot of times people will like really reach for nice things to say, and I feel like that's a bit disingenuous.
I mean, that's just the way it has to be, though. You have to pick one thing that they had to do something, right?
Do they? That's a bold assumption, Jupiter.
You think so?
I think that's a bold assumption that everybody has to be good at like doing something right. There are people out there who are a total mess. Like they're not doing anything right. Kite, you want to get roasted by me? You know what? Drop your PNG. I have good things to say about your model. So it wouldn't be like a total roast. Yes. Yes. Now, sorry to expose you, Kite, but you might like it. Yeah, Kite was very happy to receive.
Is Kite down bad? Is Kite down bad?
No, Kite's not. I don't think so. So Kite drew some art. I'm gonna Kite. I'm gonna expose you. I hope you don't mind.
Ooh.
Oh.
Hold on. Where's my fan art channel? Oh, I cannot say it without saying this though. I am so unbelievably grateful for like everybody anybody who draws. If you take a crayon and draw me on the back of your local like kiddie menu at a restaurant, I am so unbelievably grateful that anybody takes the time to draw my stupid ass. So thank you very, very much. I can't say it enough. Hold on, let's put this. Where's the doodles?
Dang, do I have to make Scuffed win?
Again, I've said it before, and I want to make this clear. I think that people who deliberately try to get like people to draw art for them, like usually it's lewd baiting, but just generally speaking, I personally think that's kind of slimy, and I don't want to do that at all.
Yeah.
So I would actually tell people, don't draw me unless you actually want to, because if you want to do something, I'm not going to stop you. And I do appreciate it, but yes, I don't want people thinking that I'm like trying to get people to draw stuff for me. Like, I'd rather just commission it, you know? 1 second. Well, I don't want to say that like, oh, I prefer if I just paid you. Like, I don't want you drawing things for free. Like, I feel like I got to do something. I got to get something back, you know?
I mean, I basically have somewhat committed to trying to draw like a little dumb doodle.
That's good.
Almost
like
every
daily.
day.
Yeah, that's good.
Just
That's
to
how you
like,
get better.
so someday it'll be like a slightly less dumb doodle. You know what I'm saying?
Each day that passes, your doodles get less dumb.
Yeah, they get less scuffed with each day.
So this is
Yes.
this is Kite's amazing art.
Oh.
There's color art as well with me in a battle scene, which it's so unbelievably cool. But we're focusing on this one. You're welcome. Expect more. Finish your goddamn commissions, Kite. Don't draw me. I forbid you from drawing me. I'm gonna actually put my foot down. I forbid you from drawing me until you finish your commissions. Don't keep those poor people waiting. All right.
Whim. Oh, dude, I fucking love sketch sheets like this. Sorry, the stream finally cut
Yeah,
off. But oh my god.
So if you look at this part,
Love it.
the quote-unquote warped Kite version. That you're good.
Warped Kite.
With
Warped
the line,
Kite version.
"Oh, how annoying! Get to work, scum!" Like, and then like the whole like, "Oh, yes sir!" Like, so I was so moved by this that I was like, look, if like whatever you want, I'm gonna record you a voice line or something. Do you want like something like that? And so I did record something, and sent it. And yes, and and so I hope she liked it. She said she liked it. So
it's kind of funny. It's because you kind of look that way, but then you're just a little soft boy.
Shut up.
Yeah, that's true. It's true. You're a little soft.
Cannot believe that you would say that about. Yeah, I'm
You're a little
gonna get angry. I'm gonna turn red. Yeah, fuck you, Jupiter.
No, you will turn little red.
I remember when Miyu could
no,
turn
so
red.
Scary.
So, anyways,
Man, that was in 2 hours.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I'm horrific at voice acting. I can do the silly, funny old man voice. Yeah, and that's about it. I don't know. Whenever I listen to it, it just sounds very cringe.
Well, I mean, most
That's
people
everyone,
when they listen to their voice think they sound cringe.
But no,
Everyone
like not just the way the
hates
voice
their
sounds.
own
Like I watch a lot of anime.
Yeah.
And I consume media. I'm a consumer.
You're a consumer.
So I am well acquainted with what good voice acting sounds like, and mine is absolutely the farthest thing from it.
Dang.
So
Okay, you know what? Be like that?
It could be worse, but like the only way it could be worse is almost reaching the level of parody, with like how bad it is. Hold on, what did I? Give me a second here. I'll you know what? I'll do it live. Just honestly, I need to drive this point home of how bad it is.
What are we doing?
I'm gonna say the lines that I sent to Kite.
Okay, say them.
Do it.
Say them now.
Where is it? Hold on. Kite, I'm gonna go to our. It's not gonna be on screen. I'm gonna go to our dims real quick and find the audio file. The dims. The
dims.
Okay. Oh god, I sent it in video format too, with like an actual like live 2D thing going on. Hold on. I'm gonna. You guys are gonna be muted because I gotta listen to this audio real quick. But hold on. All right. Okay.
The
there we go.
email
All right, you're
that
back.
October sent me at least with the VR. Oh,
You're back. You were. The chat probably couldn't hear you because I had desktop audio muted for like 10 seconds.
Oh, really?
It's
Wow,
unfortunate.
they didn't even hear my PSA. What the heck?
Yeah, about backing up. Yeah, tell them again about backing up files.
Okay, yeah, everyone back up your VTuber files, or else if your computer crashes, you get deleted from existence and you can no longer be a VTuber.
you blipped from existence.
You get Thanos snapped. Your hard drive just
Yes.
says, you know, you should have gone for the head.
No, I won't blue screen anymore. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I blended.
Yeah, you gotta know. That's it.
Do I watch
you
Critical
didn't get
Role?
deleted from existence.
I don't watch Critical Role, but I'm familiar with it. I've seen XP to Level 3's skit on when the DM watches their first Critical Role video. Oh yeah, doing voices is very fun. Laura Bailey, who that actually sounds kind of familiar. Maybe
Sounds very familiar. Is she from Critical Role?
no, she's a 4Kids voice actress. Oof, that's rough, Kite.
No, it's so sad.
All right, I transcribed the lines. I'm ready to implode
All right, say
internally.
the line. Throw it out.
Hold on, wait. Okay, I don't know why I'm practicing. It's gonna be just as bad. I gotta turn Angie for this too. Hold on.
Yeah, turn red.
Oh, this is good cringe. Ugh, how annoying. Slacking off on your commissions to draw me? Know your place. Now get back to work before I punish you for wasting time. Oh god, that's so cringe. God, that's so cringe.
That's
cringe.
not that bad. I could.
Fucking cringe.
You're like
Crunch.
Crunch.
You're in Otome,
You're an Ikemen.
bachelor.
Ikemen. Is that how you pronounce
God,
it?
I'm embarrassed as shit right now. I hope you realize this.
What do you mean?
Utter
if
crunch.
I
Yeah,
was
Kiwi.
making
No,
a
Kiwi and I are on
Otome
this. For
game-
once, Kiwi and I are on the same page. Full
My
body
whole
cringe.
body cringe.
My
I
whole
choose
body
Wim wrote when.
Yeah, if I was making an Otome game and I was trying to hire some dudes, you could be that dude.
It'd be like the one-off
The really
character.
stuck-up dude.
People only remember them
No.
because the voice acting was so bad.
Wow, that's not true.
Not
Sound like
true.
Van
It
seems
Darkholm?
pretty-
That also sounds familiar.
That's pretty decent-o. You're a hireable man for my.
Oh my
Otome.
god, I cannot believe you made a fucking gotcha reference. Unbelievable. You know who Van Darkholm is?
No.
No.
Oh, fuck you. The whole, like, you know, the whole skit's like, hey buddy,
Oh.
the leather club's 3 doors down. Or whatever, like that whole thing.
Oh, that guy!
So
That guy!
Van Darkholm is the guy
That's
with like the
right!
spiked like leather harness thing.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
Deep dark fantasy dude. Yeah. Somebody clicked
Yes.
got you back. Oh my god. Fuck you, Leatherman. Fucking
Hey,
stupid.
fuck you.
Nah, you got it.
Ugh.
You just gotta not be embarrassed about it.
You even got the little blushy going on. Good job.
I'll turn that
Good
off.
job.
Good job.
A fun fact, I actually used what was the other guy? Billy Harrington? I used the clip where he takes off his shirt and he says, "I'll show you who's the boss of this gym." I actually used it in I think either my Uzaki video or the fall seasonal preview. Probably Uzaki. Yeah, Gachi Muchi. tinkle every
Fellas.
time. All right. Well, if, as long as somebody's getting a laugh out of it, and not just pure
Dang, you
cronge.
slaughtered him. It's not
Yeah.
pure cronge. You're only cronging at yourself.
Yeah, it's
You're
not
just
bad.
you're just an otome dude in my indie otome game.
Mhm.
It makes me want to stop listening. Well, do it then, Kiwi. Nobody's forcing you. Oh goodness. Oh man, what time is it? 9:30. We're at the 2-hour mark. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
I was about to
Dang.
ask, like, how long do you want to keep going?
If I
for?
could go back in time, I would have made for Valentine's Day. I would have made a VTuber otome. It's
Oh,
over.
dude, that'd be really cool.
It's so easy because everyone already has PNGs. You just stick them in there. Dang, it's over.
I mean, you don't have to be limited to Valentine's. You could always just make a
No, it's over.
VTuber dating something.
When would I
Over.
even
You
put it
missed the
out? It's
elf
over.
boy.
Otome dating sim is over party.
I don't.
Ugh.
This is
It's
refreshing.
over.
This is a refreshing change of pace.
It is a change of pace. It is it. We should
It's a
stick women here
refreshing change
more
of
often.
pace.
I just don't know how to
Yeah.
make room for 4 people.
We just gotta shrink ourselves.
No,
That's working.
it's simple. I just have to ask October to make it so that my ring can actually cloak me in my live 2D like it can in real life. And then I just be the ring. I just float behind you guys as a ring.
Well, I mean, what if we just made you really small and put you on the table?
You know,
Yeah,
we could do
little
that.
whim action figure. Marketable whim.
Marketable whim. Yeah, what if you were just super small and you just put, just right on the table?
Yeah, hold on
Yeah.
1 second. I gotta put it right there.
Oh, you're gonna
You-
actually do that?
Yeah, put you in the front.
Yeah, I
in
gotta
front
do
of the
that.
table. Yeah.
Where's the face rig?
Oh, there he is on the table.
Ah,
What kind? Wait, what whim? What scale would you be?
that didn't work. Hold on.
What the heck?
Wait a minute.
1/7?
That didn't work.
1/7 scale?
Oh god.
Oh god,
You put,
Whim, what are you
you
doing?
put Curran on the table.
What are you doing, Whim? You crazy man?
What the hell just happened?
No.
Where'd it go?
Curran, get off the table. No, oh, he's deleting everything.
I'm not deleting anything. This is so confusing. What did
Oh
I
my
do?
god, Whim, what are you doing?
Where'd it go?
You didn't even name yourself, your little
Oh, it went behind the background.
self.
Okay. Here,
Oh my
here's
goodness.
Oh goodness.
this. There we go.
There we go. Now I'm back in my seat. Well, it doesn't matter. It's not like I'm moving.
There
anyway.
we go. I gotta put the plate behind me. God damn it.
There you go. Just get on the laptop. Get right on top. Dance on the laptop.
Oh, perfect. So, anyways, as I was saying, you know what this reminds me of? You ever watch those
What?
old movies like Jason and the Argonauts and stuff? And they'll have like that, like characters who are meant to be like really tiny people, and it's very clearly like green, sort of primitively green screened in, and they're just like really
Yeah.
small, but they move around, but they're like actual people, like they're not like stop motion like the other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I wonder if I have like a tiny voice filter.
That would be pretty hilarious. Yeah, we'll just stick you on the table. We don't even gotta worry about it.
Yeah. See,
I'll have to look
perfect.
into it
Now all we need is a
Perfect.
jar.
All we need is a
I feel like
jar.
I'm much more animated when I'm smaller.
I guess.
Yeah, because we can see all of you
Yeah.
moving.
Yeah.
very
I have
immersive.
turned into a true manlet. It's crazy.
Wow.
Oh,
so nothing's
no.
changed.
Wow!
Oh,
Oh
oh,
my
this is
God.
crazy. Miyu's just
How
gone.
could you say
I can't believe it.
that?
No. how could
my
you do this?
God.
Wait, hold on. Ah,
No.
you're back. Oh, there you go.
Oh god, why'd you do that? Now I'm the black box
Yeah,
again.
you were a
Oh,
box for a
I'm
second
I'm
there.
moving now.
Whoa,
Oh, I
that's
fixed it.
crazy.
Ah,
I'm a
you
genius.
fixed it. Sorry, I was
I-
like, slouching in
I
my
knew
chair.
what I was doing. I knew what I was doing the whole time.
Shrimping in my chair.
Miu, are you ever gonna be a functional?
No.
Are
You
you
know-
ever gonna have Ethernet?
I was thinking, like, maybe I'm just destined to be a PNG tuber my entire
No,
career.
it's not fair.
I mean, I mean, look how far I got with being a PNG.
Yeah. I mean, is there no way you can scoot your computer into somewhere where you can get to the Ethernet?
No, because it's like right downstairs in the living room. That's the only place where the router is.
Okay, well listen. Let me tell you something about the den, okay? We got one router and it is it is not on the first level of the house. And there's a very, very long wire going to a couple computers. Very, very long Ethernet cable.
I wanna do that. Like, I want to hardwire my computer. But the thing is, I'm on the second floor. He'd have to drill a hole through the ceiling. In order to do that.
We ain't got no drills either, okay? We just have a very long Ethernet cable going from the router.
What we're thinking of doing is, like, getting another router for my room and, like, doing something with that. I don't know.
Do you not have an Ethernet jack in your room?
No, our house isn't wired like that because the house is old.
Yeah.
Believe me, in either way, it's far from my room. Or it's far from my desk.
To me.
It's at my
I mean,
bed.
I'm running an 100-foot Ethernet from the router up to my because I have the same situation.
In an emergency, long Ethernet.
I don't live in a bungalow like most people do.
I'm sorry. Did you just call my home a bungalow?
You heard me. I called it a bungalow.
Oh yeah, you and your half detached townhome, the fuck kind of house naming bullshit you got in Canada or whatever. Fully detached home. Who the hell calls it a fully detached home? It's just a house.
A regular person house.
Fully detached.
We got a wire. It goes down the stair banister into a room, into the computers. Okay, all the way from a room upstairs. There ain't no excuses.
I don't know. Like, I like suggested, like, hey, can you move it? And he's like, no, absolutely not. It doesn't move. It's only there.
It doesn't move.
Yeah, that's what he said. It just doesn't move. And I'm like, all right. And then I was like, okay, I'll just buy a router myself. But apparently it doesn't work like that because it needs to be connected to the internet, but it can't be connected.
Yeah, I don't think you can't just buy, like, where would you even put it?
Like, in my room.
Okay, but it needs to, like,
catch a signal.
It needs the little the whoopily that needs to be plugged into it for the internet.
The cable.
The whoopily.
The whoopily.
You need a very long Ethernet. Miu, get the very long Ethernet cable.
I can't.
Why not? What do you mean you can't?
Because I can't wire it all the way up to my room because it's impossible.
How's it
I'm
impossible?
on the second floor.
Yes.
In the farthest corner of the house. I'm literally so far from the living room.
Yes.
I can't do it. My dad said that you can't.
What, he said you can't have a very long Ethernet cable? Oh. Okay,
no, he said I can't.
That's a whole different issue.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I don't know. He said if all else fails, I'll have to buy a specific router, like a wireless one or something, and then I can like keep it in my room and then hardwire it to the PC. But like when I told him a lot of people, like a lot of PC gamers have their computer hardwired like to Ethernet. He was like, no, lies.
Wait, what?
Are you guys hardwired?
Does this man not have a computer that he plugs into the?
He does. No, okay. He bought an all-in-one PC.
Okay.
And then like when I said, and when like my mom said, oh, you gotta listen to your dad. He knows more than your friends. I'm like, well, is my dad a PC gamer?
So the man
is your dad a computer science major?
I mean, does he?
Oh,
you told me this man does not plug the Ethernet into his computer.
No, because his computer is not even. Everything in his house is running on Wi-Fi. There's, I think, only like one or two things that are connected through Ethernet.
That is,
and those are in the living room.
That's something. Let me tell you something. That's definitely something.
Yep.
No. I don't like this.
So, what are you doing?
I don't approve of this.
What's
He's
happening?
Just slowly getting larger.
Wim, are you trying to compensate for something?
Huh?
That's probably his brain exploding.
Huh? I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Huh?
Stop it.
No, he's getting too large.
I'm becoming too powerful.
No, if you zoom in too much, you can never go back.
It's actually not true. This is the extent of what I can.
True for me, at least.
Are you alt dragging or are you alt scrolling?
Alt scrolling.
Yeah, don't alt scroll. Just alt, right click, and then drag up and down. It's so much better. Wow.
Wait, show us the beer physics.
Yeah,
show us
the beer physics. Yeah, his brain is exploding because your father won't let you Ethernet your desktop.
Yeah.
Because he says people don't do that. Oh god, somebody help.
He's the type to think like wireless is better.
Where is he even getting this? He's just making that up in his brain.
I don't know. I don't know what he's doing. What he's doing.
Should you show him like a Google page? Like I don't
know what to look up though, because
Is Ethernet better than Wi-Fi?
Ethernet is more stable than it is more reliable than Wi-Fi. It is and it has faster speeds. Like just straight up.
Poop.
Like at this point, I feel like I have to get someone to talk to my dad, because like I just can't explain it.
Literally, just start writing a research paper.
I can't. I don't know. Oh, God, that's so much work.
No, she hasn't finished writing Scratch's backstory yet. She gotta do that first.
No, stop.
You thought that I would forget? You thought that this would just go away? No, you gotta write for Scratch.
I think I know what kind of person you're dealing with, and there's not really much you can do about it.
Yeah, it's
it's
either his way or no way.
Yeah, you have to somehow get somebody, like a third party that they trust, to, like tell him like you're a stupid idiot.
I'm gonna call him Rogers. I'm gonna call up Rogers and be like, "Hey, tell my dad that Ethernet is better, please."
That's pretty much the only way.
I need to check something real quick. Hey, Jupiter.
But the thing is, like, he's the kind of dad that's
actually,
like,
wait. No, go on. I don't interrupt.
Okay, he's like the kind of dad where he's like, I can do everything. Like he does the plumbing, he does the renovating, he does everything. He can do computers, he can do everything. But and yeah, so when I bring in like, oh, I have a friend who helped me or who can help me, and he's like, no, show it to me, I'll do it. And I'm like,
yeah,
I have outside sources that are knowledgeable on this specific thing. It's a little annoying, if I'm being very honest.
No,
like,
I'm mad for you. That's so terrible. Oh god.
Like
that's the saddest thing I've ever heard.
You're telling me not to listen to them. This is why I listened to them in the first place.
The man won't even let you Ethernet, man. Can't even game on your new PC.
No.
Oh, I cried.
I mean, I could play. I just have to stream when everyone is offline, and then I can use up all the internet.
What if you stream at 250p?
Oh god.
Well, what's the point of the new computer then if you're just gonna Oh my goodness.
Man, there's a VTuber that I would love to watch, but they stream at like 240p. And just a bunch of pixels.
Yes. Oh, remember when
so
Kagero
bad.
used to do 480p exclusively?
I mean, that's not even 280 or 240p is like a whole nother world, man. It's just a bunch of pixels.
Yeah, that's what YouTube used to be.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I don't understand how we survived.
Is that why it was so pixely back then?
Yeah. I mean, like the screens were smaller. You know, generally speaking, the window was smaller. Like it took up less of the screen, right? Like the player was a smaller section of the web page, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we just it worked for us. I don't know how.
I always want to kind of like ask them, but I feel like it's like rude or something. Like I don't know how to be like, hey, I would love to watch you, but why are you 240p, man? I can't even see you. You just a bunch of pixels.
144p allows you to see atoms. Oh my goodness. Okay, Judah, I gotta borrow you for a second.
All right.
I need to.
Where are we going?
We're going sizing. I need. How tall are you again?
I'm 5.
Oh my god. What are you doing with Jupiter?
I'm 5. I have to be a small baby.
About a head shorter.
Yeah, that's usually how it be, honestly.
I'm trying to picture this, because I know people who are 5 foot in real life. Yeah, this looks about right.
Yeah, Jupiter would be shorter than me, technically.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
You know what? I feel like
little bit small.
This
like
works.
that.
But I am also slouching in my chair.
All right, well, hold on. Miu, sit up real quick.
I'm sitting up.
Yeah, I'm a little baby child, basically.
Okay, there, and then Jupiter's got to get a little bit
What
smaller.
the heck? You made me so freaking small. What the fuck? I look like a
Might be a
dwarf.
little too small.
No, you
Look like a
come up to
dwarf.
about my shoulder. I mean, it looks about right to me.
No,
Is that right?
Jupiter looks like a baby in that chair. What are you doing?
The chair's just big.
Stupid
I'll give
baby.
her a little kid chair. It's fine.
Oh my goodness. All right,
Little baby chair.
fellas. How long are we gonna be? How long do you want to keep going for?
Maybe like another. Well, I don't know. I do have like one
Because
more
we're at
topic.
2:15 right now.
A
We can
single
continue. We
topic.
can continue until 2:30, and call it a day. Oh my goodness,
What?
he's really shrinking us. This is so sad.
This
Jupiter,
is
you're
so sad.
small.
It was a mistake
So
to let me
tiny.
host. We're getting accurate
is so
sizings.
sad. I mean, you were the
No,
only.
this is all lies.
You were the only one who could host. I'm a phone and Mew is dead.
Yeah, I'm
Mew's
dead.
dead forever.
I'm just dead.
Oh my god. This is
But yeah,
so sad.
how about we could keep going for another 15 minutes?
Alright. Well, we'll
Alright.
go.
Yeah, we'll
for
get to
my
2.5.
last-
Yeah.
My last dramas. My last Twitter.
Hey,
Oh
last
yeah,
drama.
we were actually talking about drama. that was
Yeah.
before we went off. Oh,
Yeah, I mean, PizzaCast do go off. Like, it do be like that. That's good.
Yeah, that's how PizzaCast be.
Yeah. Basically, the last drama. I'm sure this happens a lot behind the scenes, but now people are talking about it a little more openly. Basically, people using VTubing as sort of like a dating app. Not really.
yes.
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like not, but they're
Mhm.
like, they kind of get, I don't know, confused.
Confuzzled. Yeah, no,
They
that's,
basically
that's
just-
definitely
they,
it.
they
You know.
confuse friendliness with flirting.
Yeah, they basically, you know, you got some men. They're now around a bunch of women's, and they get confused. I don't.
Mhm.
And they start trying to get with them,
Yeah, I'm
but the women's
guilty
be
of
like,
that, for sure.
yeah. I mean, this is. I have experienced this. Miyu has experienced this.
Wim is alone, or
Yeah. People say nice things, but the thing is, generally because I feel like that's kind of arrogant of me to assume people are like into me, and also just from past experience, I just generally have more reason to believe that they're not than that they are.
Yeah.
And also for my own safety, I generally, if people were to like actually flirt with me, it doesn't matter if it's jokingly or if they're actually serious, I am gonna assume that they're not serious, that they're just joking, and I'm gonna act as though I think that they're not doing it seriously, and I'm not gonna like pursue anything or anything.
Yeah.
Just because
I mean,
it's safer that way. I don't want to like risk. I don't need to be canceled because like somebody
don't need
goes
to
like
be
super
canceled.
coming on to me, and then it turns out like, oh, actually I was just joking the whole time. I'm just like super lewd or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean it's been a problem with the LootTubers because they.
oh yeah,
You know,
Okay,
they
they
flirt with
legitimately.
people.
I can understand if somebody like
I can
the way that
understand
they
that.
talk. If they were to talk like that to you in like DMs, like I can honestly, I would not fault the other person for thinking that they were being serious because they go so far. Like
Yeah.
at least what I would as a say so soft boy, what I would consider very far.
Say so soft boy. Yeah, I
Oh,
mean
my
they be, but then there's like
Oh, okay. I'm frozen.
that's a problem in itself, right? You know, they're flirting with people and then people take it seriously, but they weren't being serious. But then you have basically me and Miyu. We're sort of
Mhm.
just hanging out, really, and then
Yeah.
it's not even just, it's not subtle either. It's people basically just saying it outright, like, "Hey, I am trying to be with you."
Yeah,
right.
the communication is
Yeah.
important. Like you gotta be upfront. You gotta be clear. No beating around the bush.
To be
Which
fair,
I'm guilty
slight caveat there. Miyu is basically yowling like a cat in heat on her Twitter
Okay,
timeline most of the
she
time.
is
Okay,
now.
so-
She wasn't always like that.
I wasn't always like this, okay? And
It's
then
always
something
like that.
happened.
Miyu
Something
is
happened.
just built different. Miyu is
I'm
just
built
genuinely
different, okay.
horny all the time.
I just
I mean,
can't help it, okay?
Mia
I'm
do be going a
fucking
little
with
crazy
heat.
now.
I can't help it.
She is a cat
It's
girl.
a constant. It's a state of mind at this point.
I'm talking more about just being nice to people and then they fall for you.
Yeah.
Yes, it's
But
you
no, there
held
have
the
been
door
different
open for me,
cases
therefore you
where
must
guys have,
want
like,
to go
come up
down
to me
on
and
me.
Yes,
Like,
well,
no.
basically
It's like, no,
that.
come on. Well, you never been out in public before? This is your first time? Like, come on. Let's get real, dude. Ugh.
But I'm sure, like, see, because it's just a couple of people speaking out, and then there's like me and Mew that haven't really ever spoken about this. I'm sure it's happening a lot.
It's happening. It's for sure
Yeah.
happening.
And it's kind of like, it's such an awkward situation to deal with. It's so like
overwhelming. It's a little overwhelming.
It is so difficult to have someone like approach you like that, and it's like rejecting people is hard, right? It sucks. You don't want to like hurt people, but it's such like a it's so difficult. It's such a it's a difficult situation, and it's hard because like we're basically just hanging out. Like we didn't ask for like that, right? And it's people taking, I don't know, it sort of made me want to, I don't know, to not interact with males one-on-one.
Yeah.
I mean, like even with like collabs and stuff.
Like I've had it's kind of overwhelming because lately I've been like messaging like a lot more people because like I'm trying to like get like talk to more VTubers besides like the small group of friends that I got going.
Try to get those numbers up. Just falling behind in the drift race. It's I'm kidding.
But yeah, like sometimes like I'll be messaging like 3 people at a time, and like I'll be like so overwhelmed. Like, oh god, I need quiet time. I need to like I need that quiet time. I need to
quiet time.
I need to sit with my thoughts for a little. But it's nice having people to talk to. But like, boy, it's hard. It's very hard. I don't know. I talk to people and I'm like, man, maybe I am introverted.
Oh.
But no, probably not. Yeah.
I mean, do you have opinions on this, Wim? Like, how do you feel as a male brain?
Okay, so for some context, I am incredibly not used to, or have basically minimal experience with people like approaching me like that.
Right.
I mean, generally speaking, as a guy, that's the case. I find that probably myself even more so than average. People just don't like, I don't get that sort of thing. Like, I can count. Let's see. There was this one time on myanimelist.com. Bear with me, stick with me here, okay? So
okay.
I was trying like a forum post or something, like a discussion thread, and then like out of the blue, some random dude DMs me on my anime list, which is really weird because like people interact.
Oh, this story,
and he's like, yes, you look like you would have cute feet, and I'm like, I don't have a picture of myself anywhere on this site. You don't know. What do you mean? I look like I don't have a picture of me. What looks like I do? What, my anime girl profile picture? Like, it says I'm a dude. So, yeah. Asking for feet pics. I was like, oh,
that's
like,
so funny.
That is really funny.
Yeah, all right, dude. Like, you do you. And then IRL. I'm not gonna talk. There's one other thing, but like, I'm not gonna. That's sort of a bit of drama-ish.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna talk about that. But IRL. I have had experienced 2 drive-by ass grabs.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Back in middle school.
How do they do that?
8th grade.
Wait,
well, one of them was a drive-by. The other one was like a stack kill. But it was an ass grab. So.
I mean, are you mean they're like on foot, or are they in a car? And
no, on foot. Like, it's not like they drove by in a car.
Then it's not a drive-by, you stupid idiot.
Well, there's that's the best way to describe. Okay, listen. All right.
Yeah.
One's a stack kill. One's a drive-by. All right, so end of period, right? And it's like the last class of the day, and we're all bunched up at the door waiting to get out. And in that sort of crowd of people standing at the classroom door, somebody grabs my ass, and I look around like, who touched my butt? Just fucking said it like, who touched my? Nobody said anything. And nobody said, like, we all laughed and like nobody said anything.
Oh god.
Because nobody knew who it was. It wasn't fessing up. The other time, I was standing outside the library, which was fairly common, although more commonly I was usually in the library. This is did I say it was in high school?
Nerd.
Yeah, in high school. And two girls, like I can't remember why I was standing outside. I think maybe I was like I was either checking something like in like my books or my notes or my bag or something, or like it was like closed. Like I was waiting for it to open. Like I was there early, so I don't know. I can't remember the details. But they just sort of like speed walked by and grabbed my ass as they were passing, and then kept going. And I kind of just like stopped. I like looked around. I saw them like go. They didn't look back or anything. They just kept going. And I was like really confused. I was like, what the hell? Why? All right. Well, I guess whatever. I don't care. I'm going in to pick up my book. They shipped it over from the other school library. I'm excited. Anyway, so you know. And then in my IRL friend group, there's a sort of a running gag where, you know, we'll meet up and we'll have like a big group hug at the end because we don't see each other often. And the girls there always just grab my ass. It's just like a thing.
Okay.
I've gotten used to it. Some might say that I am being sexually assaulted, but at this point, it's like whatever. You're just gonna grab my ass. Like I'm not gonna like break down and cry. Like it's all right, cool, buddy. Grab my butt.
If you're
like,
okay with it. You know,
I'm not
whatever
bothered by it. It doesn't bother
Yeah.
me. But yeah, so that's my context. So I can't really speak to this at all, not really having experienced it. I personally, just because of how I am, how I'm sort of very chill and I just kind of go with the flow. Like if somebody runs by and grabs my ass, I'm like, all right, yeah, whatever. Like okay, I just go with it. Like if somebody would have come into DMs and be like, hey, I don't, I can't say so. I can't say things here, but like, were to make comments about like just some random person would come in and be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna like blah 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 to you, and I want you to blah 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 blah. You know, like.
Well, it's not even that. It'd be like, let's say you were like, I don't know. Let's say you joined some sort of, I don't know, like a VTubing Discord, and then you were just vibing in the voice chat or whatever, and then one of the women's in the voice chat, maybe she was in there like, I don't know, like 3 times or something, and she slides into your DMs and she's like, Wim, I really like you, I would like to date you. So what do you do?
Oh, so wait, we're not are we talking about like, I was interested, we're talking about like explicit,
no,
like
we're not talking about explicit,
oh,
like, you know, being harassed. I'm talking about people trying to like basically confusing VTubers, like not being able to separate the persona from the person, or just like they're coming in here trying to get like a relationship. They're not being, it's not harassment. They're actually
okay.
trying to get a girlfriend.
Something.
I mean, well,
they're using VTubing to try and get a girlfriend, basically.
Well, hold on. Well, now there's a distinction here. So they could be using VTubing, like, you know, with this idea, like, not if they're a VTuber as well, it wouldn't be quite like a, oh yes, a tier 3 sub, now they will notice and date me kind of thing. But like, they're engaging in the VTuber community because they want to date somebody there. That's one thing. The other thing it could be is, that's kind of slimy. Like if I were to do that, I would feel slimy, which is why I don't do. Well, that's not why I don't do that. I just don't have any interest in doing it. But like, you know what I mean. The other alternative is that, like, you know, even if you haven't interacted with them, they might have like noticed you and like how you act, and you know, again, it's unless they see otherwise, they don't have any real reason to believe that the way that you act in your VTuber persona is not the same or similar to how you act IRL. So you may be doing things that they find, you know, the aspects of you that they may find appealing or attractive. And so much like in real life, I mean, that sort of thing happens. Like you could be, you know, at work or whatever, and like a coworker you don't talk to that often, but like you're in like meetings together and something, and you know, they approach you and like, you know, hey, you know, we've only talked a couple times, but I think you're really cute. I think you're really funny. And I feel like, you know, the few times we interacted, we kind of like get along well. You know, I was thinking we want to grab some dinner or whatever. Like, that's normal, right? I mean,
in real life-oos, that's pretty normal. But I feel like it just feels odd. and I can't really pinpoint why. I kind of had like a thought a second ago and I lost it as to like why. It's just like, it seems like this is not the appropriate setting to do that in, right? It's
that I
like,
can agree with, for a different reason though.
It's sort of like almost a work environment.
Kinda, yeah.
And so it's like,
because in the end we're content creators still.
Yes.
Yeah.
The last thing you want as a content creator is to get involved with another content creator and have the relationship go south, because that is a one-way ticket to Drama City, and it's a lot of problems. Generally speaking, there's that sort of the age-old advice, don't date your coworkers, because then your relationship will eventually end up in the office, for better or worse. And so there's that aspect to it. I personally think that VTubing is not the right place for it, because again, I am a scion of the old, is that the right word? Scion of the old guard, a gatekeeper, so no faces. So why on earth, how on earth could you fall in love with somebody if you don't even know what they look like?
Well,
that's
okay,
step
that
one,
that
people.
I do not agree with.
You're free to disagree with that, but that's, I could never date, I could never like say, okay, I meet somebody online and I can understand it, and it's not like I think that it's bad or anything, but I personally, I would find it very hard to date somebody, to begin a relationship with somebody until I had at least seen them, like what they look like, or more specifically, like if we haven't met in person, like I wouldn't consider that. If you've never met in person, I don't consider that dating. I wouldn't consider myself to be in a relationship. I would be like straight up like, look, like, if you're expecting something from me, and we haven't even met face to face, like you can't really know a person from just their interactions on Twitter, or in the DMs. Like you cannot get a real feel for a person until you are there in front of them. At least I couldn't. I don't think that I could.
DMs are, I don't think you can get to know a person through DMs. I mean, how do you feel about voice?
I mean, it's a step closer. I mean, voice of video, yeah, that's obviously close. And that, I'd say, yeah, I may be guilty, but like, I'd still say, like, I want to, like, I'm not gonna commit to anything until like I meet you in person, like, because people interact differently in person as opposed to video calls, even. Like there are sides of people that you won't know.
Everyone's different. I vibe decently well with everyone, so that's really not a factor for me.
Wim wants skin shit.
Oh my god, yes, digital head pats are not sufficient. I need them in real life.
Like if you're mean to people, then we don't vibe. Otherwise, we vibe.
I'm just completely touch starved. Any and all affection is just like a drug to me.
I feel that. I feel that. I can relate to that. That's
it's like fucking drugs.
That's a mood. Also, Kite, no. I noticed it and forgot to say something. Kite, to see me break down and cry. Why? How could you wish for such a thing? Are you an S or an M? I legitimately can't tell at this point.
No, I can understand where she's coming from. Like, in all honesty, I can actually understand. There are some characters who I would love to see just fucking cry.
You want to name any?
Sometimes they need
like
it.
A call-out post on my youtube.com? Name one of them?
No.
Is it me? Miyu, is it me?
Who?
Let's move on.
We're
gonna end the stream.
I see. So Kite and Miyu are companions and wanting to see me cry. You're both so goddamn mean.
Cry in what way?
Okay,
like,
I'm gonna be honest with you. I actually zoned out as you were saying that, so I had no clue what you said.
Oh my
so
goodness.
I'm like, anyways.
Wait, we want Wim to cry?
No, I don't want Wim. I feel like when Wim cry, if Wim were to cry, he's gonna be the very like soft, like little like stars in his tears, little.
I don't want to think about Wim crying.
Like...
No, I would have to be unbelievably like just like I'd have to be so down, not like down bad, but like Like
Like
I
devastated.
like you would need like multiple family deaths and just my life being in shambles and like absolutely everything going wrong, and I'm probably also dying, and you might get a couple tears out of me. I just don't cry.
Were you that strong of a man?
Really?
No, it's not that I'm no.
Easily.
That's for crying. That's for crying. I can obviously I'd say that I'm somewhat proud of this. I think I can be somewhat proud of this. It takes more than most would take to make me feel sad, because generally speaking I just kind of roll with it. Like I go with the flow. I'll feel a little bit down, but like it's whatever. I don't let it bother me.
Must be nice. Must be really nice.
But like to get me to actually cry, like physically cry, that would have to be very significant.
Okay.
I literally.
It's like.
Go ahead.
I'm just gonna talk about how easily I cry. Because like on the other hand, I was on call with someone, and and this was like after I had done something like slightly bad, and they were like, "Hey, Miyu, remember that thing you did?" And I literally bursted into tears.
Oh god.
Like, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean it. Like, oh my god. Because, like, that saying where you drop a plate and you can put the plate back together, but the cracks will still be there?
Mm-hmm.
That's basically what happened with them. And, like, I got on the call, like, we're hanging out. We're literally just hanging out. And he mentions it, like, hey, remember this thing you did? And I literally just started, like, tearing up. And I'm, like, sitting there crying my eyes out. And he's, like, just chilling. And he, like, doesn't even know. And then, like, I start sniffling. And he's like, Miyu, are you fucking crying? And he's, like... I'm like, I didn't mean it. I'm sorry. But no, one day I'm gonna just cry on stream, and it's just gonna happen.
You don't cry.
I just can't help it. I do be crying.
Yeah. No. I mean, I sat. We had one of our dogs had to be put down. He was getting old. He was like, he was a purebred boxer at over 10 years old. Which for a purebred boxer that's quite a long time. Like that is reaching the limits of how long those dogs can live. So he was getting like, I can't remember if he was like starting. He was getting like, he had a condition. He developed a condition like Cushing's disease or something. And what it was doing was it was causing a lot of like fluid buildup, and like his hips were giving out, and so he was just like withering sort of before our eyes. It was very sad. But he was such a good boy, like the best boy. It's so sweet and such a nice dog. Even though I'm sure he must have been very uncomfortable. He didn't complain at all. Just such a good dog. But yeah, so we kind of went to the vet, and I kind of could already tell, but the vet more or less confirmed it. Like, yeah, I mean, this dog has a couple weeks. Maybe a month before like the fluid buildup just is too much, and he just like drowns, like he just his lungs fill up and he like suffocates or whatever, or the pressure, whatever. So we made the decision to put it down, and so I sat there, next to this dog we've had for over a decade, and I had my hand on his side, and I felt the life leave his body, and if I had really let myself go, I probably could have cried a little bit, but even then I didn't allow myself to cry. So like that's sort of me. I will say, Phantom and Kite, that I got sad during Anohana, but I didn't cry. Oh, I was very sad. It's very sad.
As long as you're not.
No, I wasn't just like, another creature leaves the mortal coil. Like, no, it's my dog.
Oh my God.
It's very sad. Okay. Very sad. But again, like I said, I roll with it. You just think about it. Think about it logically. This dog has had a fantastic life. Better than most dogs could hope for. He's lived a long and happy life, and while he's still relatively not in a ton of discomfort, he just essentially takes a nap and he doesn't wake up, and that's a far more pleasant and sort of merciful way to go than for us to try and keep him alive as he slowly withers and like suffers and dies for the next few weeks. So
yeah,
there's happiness there too.
That's basically what happened with my cat, and it was just like his little he was fine otherwise, but he was 21, and one day his little back legs gave out, and so he wouldn't be able to walk anymore, and so we had to put him down. And it was basically me just like crying, and then my brother and my nephew sitting there trying not to cry, just in the vet office with me. But I don't know, man. Why do you feel the need to just cry, man? It's okay.
Crying is
Just
nice.
do it.
Crying is nice.
That's my cat, man. He's 21 years old. I
We're
have
leaving.
for 21 years. I'm gonna cry for him. He won't even be able to see me cry anymore. He gone. I cry every time.
Oh,
I cry every time.
Every time I cry.
it's so sad. I cry.
So sad.
All right,
So-
I feel like we need a more positive topic to end. We can't end on this.
Okay, maybe.
can't
I'm
end
kinda
on
No,
this.
no, we
messed up.
can't end on this.
Oh
Miyu, do you have a topic?
Yeah,
Do you, I have one other topic if you guys don't have anything.
God.
I
Okay,
have
well
one
my
more. I have
my
one
other
more.
topic
Good
is-
news.
a little morbid, so no.
Okay,
Okay.
we'll skip that then.
Yeah,
You can
please.
save it for the
PC.
next
I'm
one.
gonna talk about the PC.
Ooh, okay.
Oh yeah.
It's good. There's a single RGB fan in it, and apparently there's RGB components in it, but I just can't see them. Like, cause I have the little.
can't see him.
I have the little desktop app that's like, oh, you have some thingies here you can control, and I'm like, huh, where? And they just don't exist.
Wait, so you have RGBs, but you have a case where you can't see them?
No. I can see them,
Oh,
but
okay,
like there's
okay.
components inside of them that are apparently RGB. But right now there's only a single RGB fan, which
You know,
is fine.
talk-
I don't like
talk
the
about
crazy lights
things
anyways. I keep it right next to my
that I
monitor,
cry
so it's
about
like
every
not
time.
too like crazy.
I
But,
cry every time Miyu gets a new PC, but she still can't stream.
This is so sad. I can't win. I just can't win.
It's so sad. I don't know what to do.
It's so sad. I don't know what's going on. I like everything I do. I swear, if my sweet spot for like streaming is at like midnight, I'm gonna just literally change my entire sleeping schedule to fit that. Like my family's just not gonna see me in the morning anymore.
Oh, it's actually, now that I think it, you were originally gonna build a PC, right?
I was, but I didn't have the budget I ended up with was not enough. So
Wait,
I had
what
to
the
get
heck
pre-built.
was that disgusting graphics card that you were about to let her get away with when she was going to build the PC?
The 580?
What the heck?
That wasn't me.
What do you mean that she said it was you? She said you looked at it and you said, yeah, this is fine.
I said it like would. Did I?
What
I
do
said
you
I would
mean?
never
She-
have gone to that as a first thing. I usually stick to GTX cards. So it would.
I don't know. If
I would have
you
recommended a
recommended it, but
1070
you
Ti
said
or.
it. You
But yeah,
approved
someone
it.
let me get out. Someone was about to like let me get away with a 580.
This.
Jail.
I feel like we might be mixing things up here.
Was it? Are we? Are
'Cause-
we?
'cause
Why
if-
don't-
if
she
it-
said you looked at it and said
If
okay.
performance wise it was noticeably worse than what I would have recommended, I would have recommended that you go with what I recommended or something similar. So if it was like an actual like crap card, that wasn't something that I would have okayed.
I want to
unless you-
notice it. 580. We out here 960s don't even work anymore. Those are already pooping all over the bed.
Right. So I think what might have happened is the name might have gotten mixed up or something, and I might have looked up a different card with a similar name, like a 5600 or something. I don't know, or whatever would have been similar, and whatever it was fine. So if I okayed something, it's either because the card itself was good, was fine, or I looked up the wrong card and thought it was something else that was good.
I see.
Okay, because she almost just ended her life.
I almost ended my
Yeah,
life with that
almost.
card. Oh my goodness.
Oh god. It would have just been like, you might as well just use the old PC.
Man.
It's like
Coulda-
the same PC.
Could have just gone with my suggestions. Could have
Well,
had
I
the
don't
same
have that kind of money
the
to
same
suggest-
PC that
to
Kagero and I
support
have.
that.
Kagero and I have basically
Well,
almost
how-
the same PC.
How much did you, the one you bought cost? How many mun-muns did that run to you?
For
Mine?
Kagero or mine?
Yeah. Not from Muse.
1.2k with tax.
Oh.
Canadian, of course.
Okay, hold on. Let me convert that to real money. 1 second.
Wow. You don't like my Canuck bucks?
No. I mean, that's still, it's about $940, $950. Oh, just shy of a grand.
I mean, that's pretty cheap.
I mean, but for that, I mean, the one that Kagero and I built was significantly beefier, and it was probably about a grand US.
Well, that would be like $2 billion Canadian.
$2
and I don't have $2
billion.
billion
Well, no,
Canadian.
a grand a grand US, 1K USD to Canadian, to CAD would be
Only like 1.5K.
No, it'd be like 1.27K.
That's a lot. I don't have that much.
You're already paying 1K, 1.2K. I thought you said. It's 70.
Yeah,
it's 70 Canadian
okay,
more.
well, things are just non-existent at this point, and I don't.
Oh yeah, that was another problem.
Yeah, the problem was you couldn't find it.
Yeah, I couldn't find nothing. Just nothing existed.
Oh, what's up,
There's
Zero?
nothing.
Welcome to the stream. We're almost ending off, but welcome. Glad you could make it.
Welcome.
My Phantom, what are you saying?
Fuck.
Why are you swearing at me? I have said nothing wrong. I have done nothing wrong. I am as pure and clean as the driven snow, and about as white.
Say, like, oh, I'm a good cat girl on her best behavior. That sounds like some.
Yeah, but when I say it, it's true. When you say it, it's a lie. Okay, Alvin. What the fuck is the chipmunk noises?
Call me that.
Unbelievable.
I mean, you do be going kind of crazy sometimes.
I do.
Shut up, Kiwi. Don't call me pasty.
Pasty.
My own mod.
Pasty.
Betrayed by my own mod.
Oh my god. You know, I have a little story. I think, Jupiter, were you in my stream today? This morning?
I might have been. My internet has been pooping itself all day, so I might have been there for a little bit and then it just dipped out.
I see. Okay, because I recently granted mod to a friend of mine.
Oh yeah, no, I was there for that. He refunded the points.
And he refunded his points to do
Oh,
to do a
God.
second ana for his friend. And dude, this guy in the chat was like going off on him. He was like, "Oh, how could you ruin the trust of the streamer? How dare you?" It was like something, and then he was like bringing up like politics and stuff, and I'm like, "Whoa, it's cool, man. I just hope he just doesn't spam it." But I was more impressed that he was able to like do something like that, and like just like I just didn't even notice. Yeah.
Am I breaking?
Are you?
Are you breaking? I don't know.
Kiwi, what did I tell you about? No advertising in chat, not even for me.
No, that was a joke. He wasn't serious.
Kiwi, keep advertising. Go. Get him.
Unreal. If you're gonna do that, post their channels too. I mean, I can just do that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, is this a good enough note to end on?
Honestly, yeah. I think that's good.
Yeah, it's pretty
It's
good.
Dude, we went long. I streamed in 2 hours.
You guys normally do a 3-hour stream, right?
Yeah, that's usually the
like 2 or something.
We are.
Sometimes
You know,
it
we could
gets
go
a
for
little
another 12
shorter.
minutes. I mean, hit 3 hours.
Oh, but I want a nap. I want a nap.
I thought you already
It's already 10
napped. So you're gonna
PM.
take another nap.
Yeah, I'm gonna take another nap
Yeah,
because
me
I
is
have a stream
ridiculous.
at midnight.
How
A
many
midnight
naps you gotta
stream.
take, man? What if I stream at midnight? Oh wait, I can't because I have no internet.
Yeah, your internet exploded.
Oh my god.
Oh. But yeah, it's up to you guys. I have a topic that could carry us another 10 minutes.
I kind of want to end.
All right, yeah, that's totally fine. Yeah.
All right.
I will just say 2 words.
Yes.
All right. Say 'em.
VTuber? Lore.
What the heck did you just say to me?
I'm a dragon and who became obsessed with the internet, and I like boba tea.
What?
Okay, but okay. Let's end the stream before we get carried away and continue for too long.
Yeah.
I know,
that will fucking
that was a
happen.
good pizza cast.
Yeah,
Let's
that
have
was
the tiny
surprisingly
pizza on the
solid.
counter. Yeah.
This is pretty solid, except for the beginning.
Except
We
for
don't
the
talk about the beginning.
That was fantastically. That was delicious scuffed content. It's great.
Thank you.
It do be like
I
that.
only offer the best scuff content. Okay.
All right, yeah, that'll
Who's
about.
gonna do the outro?
I can do it.
You doing that, Joe?
My channel,
Got
I
it.
should probably do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, thank
do
you
it.
all so much for coming. That was the PizzaCast, episode 10. If you want to see more PizzaCast, they will go back to being hosted on their usual channels, which would be Jupiter's channel right over there and Miu's channel right over there. I don't know why I'm looking at you as though you are your channels, but their channels are in the chat. Be sure to check them out. Give them a follow on Twitter. The other boy who's usually in this chair is Otori Kagero. So my elf ear boy, who happens
He's
to be a
dead.
bird.
He is dead
He's
now.
very busy with video editing. I'm gonna go check in on him after the stream. But yeah, so thank you all for coming, And you guys want to plug your streaming? You guys are streaming tonight? Well, not you, Jupiter.
Yeah, I wish.
Probably gonna be streaming art and maybe Fall Guys again.
2 hours,
Yes,
I think you said.
on Twitch.tv. And about 2 hours, yeah.
Yeah, right around midnight EST. So go check her out.
Yes.
We got the
Nice
Nuzlocke
spot.
stream here tomorrow, as usual, 8 p.m. Friday, and then on Saturday I'm gonna build a Gundam kit again. It's been a while, so
Ooh.
yeah. All right, thank you for coming. Have a great night.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Good night.